side to Hoy. Hoy, wing, they go in the lane to Ellsburn, trying to post up, loses it, saves it on top to Grove. Top of the key, fires up the three, got it! In the closing seconds of the opening quarter. So the Tigerhawks close the quarter on a 10-0 run. They lead 16-10 at the end of one. Justine Cowley, left corner for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Got it from the left side. The Tigerhawks go back up by 9. Bogdanovich, right side on top. Brooklyn Moon, wide open, right side for three, got it! And the Bulldogs are back within 3 with 1:50 left here in the fourth. It is North Fayette Valley in a high-scoring affair, outscoring MFL Marmac in an entertaining game. North Fayette Valley stays in the third spot in the Upper Iowa Conference, outscoring MFL Marmac by a final score of 67-60. Picked up by Blitz Benteen, back to Driscoll. Driscoll drives in the layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Bulldogs lead by 11. Meyer gets the rebound on the air ball. Ahead of the pack is Driscoll. Driscoll drives in, reverse layup, scores it from left to right. And the Bulldogs lead by 20. Here's the third timeout taken by the Tigerhawks. 31-11. MFL Marmac in the lead. Powell, right side to Keel. He's open, right side, fires up the three. Got it from just off the top of the key, right side. Bulldogs lead by 26, biggest lead of the night. MFL Marmac built a double-digit lead in the first quarter at 13 and never really challenged the rest of the way. They keep North Fayette Valley at a distance, and MFL Marmac continues to run away with the conference. Now a 3-game lead over everybody. The Bulldogs win by a final score of 68-51.
The best high school basketball is on KCTN. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball again tonight on KCTN in our featured matchup Rivals Meet. Clayton Ridge visits Central. First off, we have the girls game. The Eagle girls continue to face the toughest part of their schedule. They know what they face tonight. They look for improvement. For the Warriors, what a busy week. This is their 4th game of the week and 5th in 7 days. They look to finish the week strong and move closer to the league title. It's game 1 of 2, Clayton Ridge and Central. The Chalk Talk for the girls game next.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated, but all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Agent Laney Keel, your New York Life Insurance Company agent in Garnavillo, TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Savannah Domeyer. Coach, your team dropping that decision Monday night to Maquoketa Valley. Final score there, 60-42. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we just played really well. We kind of played with no pressure on us. We couldn't really lose anything else, so we just kind of went out and played our all, and we shot really well.
All right, so certainly a good effort in that ball game against a pretty good Maquoketa Valley team. Let's get ready for tonight's ball game and starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, I will have Camden Deitmeyer, Lola Reimer, Amira Millard, Alyssa Willie, and Morgan Pierce.
And I know some kids contribute off the bench for you, too.
Yes, Alyssa Sodawasser and Katie Geider have been great off the bench.
All right, now, turning our attention to Central. I know you faced them very early in the season. What do you know about the Warriors?
They just have those two Sheriff girls who are super good at doing everything, so we just kind of need to slow them down.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
I mean, we have some height advantage, so I'm hoping we can really use that tonight to get us at least close into this game.
All right, yeah, so certainly it's a size advantage down low there with Camden Deitmeyer as well as Millard, the job they do for you inside. Let's talk about to this point of the season. Do you like the progress this team has made so far? I know you've been in a tough stretch of your schedule here, but do you like the progress that this team has made so far?
Oh, my gosh, this progress has been huge, so I really can't ask the girls for anything more.
All right, as far as improvement, where do you feel that needs to be here in the final couple of weeks of the regular season?
I mean, just continuing to prove the players we are and just continuing to take steps forward of where we've gone so far this season.
All right, so certainly some good steps forward. All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Thank you.
Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Savannah Domeyer and her Eagle team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
No trip to Northeast Iowa is complete without a visit to the Turkey River Ball at Elkader. Browse and shop through 4 levels with over 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, books, toys, crafts, rocks and minerals, and think custom apparel. Visit our updated website at turkeyrivermall.com or like and share our Facebook page.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Clayton County Recycling, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, and Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach, your team dropping that decision last night to walk on. Hard-fought affair, dropped a 57-45 decision. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, Dan, I thought we played pretty well the first quarter. We defensively were really aggressive on the ball and prevented a lot of balls getting into the interior. But then in the second quarter, we ran into a little bit of foul trouble. This allowed them to establish their high and low post, and we struggled to defend that. So going into the second half, we made some runs. We tried to, we get back within 5, and we just couldn't get back over that hump. We didn't shoot the free throws very well, and our field goal percentage was not what we typically have been shooting. So, it was a learning experience for me as a coach as well, just to make some more adjustments. We learn from that as a team and move forward tonight.
All right, let's get ready for tonight's ball game. Run down the starting lineup for us tonight.
Yeah, Grace Keel will start for us. Hannah Ash will start, along with Delaney Scharf, Haley Frieden, and Gracie Kummer.
And again, some kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, Ashlyn Scharf comes off the bench for us pretty quickly, along with Lexi Lone and Allie Fikert.
All right, turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. I know you defeated them earlier this season. What do you know about the Eagles?
Well, the Deitmeyer girl inside is their leading scorer and a kid that we have to be aware of. From last night's game, we realized that we have to continue to work on our interior defense and, so make some adjustments there. They've done a good job of being competitive in quite a few games, and we need to, establish things early in the game tonight.
All right, and for Central then, what does that involve?
Well, I think we need to find our legs right away in the first quarter. A tough game for us last night, and we got to bounce back here and establish things right away. And then, it always comes down to doing those little things, and rebounding is a key in the game as well.
Yeah, also 5th game in 7 days for you guys here?
Yeah, so when I said find your legs, we are probably running on fumes a little bit tonight, but that means that we got to have a total team effort. All of our kids have to step up and play well tonight.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Everything you care about is in your home. Things that you just can't afford to lose. Let us help you protect what matters most. West Bend's Home and Highway Policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent while protecting your home, car, truck, boat, motorcycle, snowmobile, and more. All with no hassle on a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact Tom Gifford, Kevin Lau, or Michael Beck, agents with Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader at 245-1360.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Stop into Nightingale Drug in Guttenberg to find that perfect gift for that special occasion. We have Silver Stars jewelry line, Gans and Carson home decor, Simply Noel purses and bags, Melissa and Doug toys, and baby items. Need that last-minute greeting card? Stop in and see our large selection. We have something for every occasion. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business, located along Highway 52 in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc., Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin, and Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. Welcome to Elkader, Upper Iowa Conference basketball. A little earlier than expected tonight with Clayton Ridge and Central. They decided to move up our ball games. Road conditions a concern in the area. Let's get this ball game in tonight here with two neighbors playing in Clayton Ridge and Central as I'm joined by Coach Hammond.
Yeah, good rivalry game here. They don't want to miss out on this one, but everybody a little concerned. You know, a few things going on with the road. So we're going to start a little bit early, but not too far off our regular start time. It's nice to start on time or a little early once in a while.
For Clayton Ridge, they come in with a record of 5-12. They are 4-7 in the conference. They haven't played since Monday. They dropped a hard-fought decision to Maquoketa Valley, but they are in the toughest stretch of their schedule right now. Had Maquoketa Valley Monday night, you get the conference leader in Central tonight. You got to go to Turkey Valley next week, MFL Marmac after that. Needless to say here, the Eagles realize that this is a challenge tonight.
It is, you know, and you're not going to necessarily be favored in those games, but those are great games to put you in the right mindset for the postseason of, hey, we got to play a tough team and we got to beat a tough team if we're going to go deep in the playoffs.
Even in the loss against Maquoketa Valley, there was still some positive in that ball game the other night. Meanwhile, for Central, 5th game in 7 days, and now coming off their first loss of the season last night.
Well, and that loss was to walk on, you know, a higher class team. So I don't think they look at that necessarily as a bad thing, but it was definitely a learning experience for them. But I think the big concern for them tonight is legs. Their legs have got to be tired, and you know, they want to get through this and get some rest this weekend so they can come back strong for that postseason
Where
run.
Central has a weakness, it has to do with dealing with teams with size. And Waukon put 2 6-footers on the court against you last night and ran that high-low post. Clayton Ridge won't have that luxury tonight, but they do have some inside players. They're led by Camden Deitmeyer, averages around 10 points a ball game, 8.5 rebounds, and Amira Millard averages 7.5 points a ball game.
Yeah, and I think with Deitmeyer, they need to establish her inside. I think they have not been using her effectively enough.
All right, Delaney Scharf is Central's leading scorer, leads the conference at scoring at 21 points a ball game. They have a balanced attack there as Ashlyn Scharf is averaging over 11 points a ball game, Haley Frieden at about 8 points a ball game. As a team, they score about 53 points a ball game. Clayton Ridge scores 32 points a ball game. So again, if you're Clayton Ridge, got to have a better night offensively and hope to somehow slow down Central in this game. We're ready, I believe, for tonight's starting lineups with Game 1 of 2. Our public address announcer tonight is Aaron Reinhardt. Take it away courtside with tonight's starting lineups for game number 1 here tonight. And as Mr. Reinhardt gives us the look-see at the scores table, everything is lined up, ready to go.
Basketball fans, welcome to tonight's Upper Iowa Conference basketball game. That was quiet. Throughout tonight's match, sportsmanship expectations of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union will be followed. It is the clear obligations of contestants, coaches, and spectators to practice the highest principles of sportsmanship and ethics of competition. The visiting team tonight is the Eagles of Clayton Ridge. And ladies and gentlemen, the home team, on your feet please, and your hands together for your Central Warriors. And our starting lineups for the Eagles, a junior, number 10, Morgan Pierce. For the Warriors, a senior, number 0, Hannah Ash. For the Eagles, a sophomore, number 20, Lola Reimer. And for the Warriors, a junior, number 5, Gracie Comer. For the Eagles, a sophomore, number 22, Alyssa Willie. And for the Warriors, a senior, number 10, Haley Frieden. For the Eagles, a senior, number 34, Camden Deitmeyer. For the Warriors, a junior, number 15, Grace Keel. And for the Eagles, a sophomore, number 42, Amira Millard. And for the Warriors, a senior, number 30, Delaney Scharf.
There you have it, starting lineups. Opening action coming up next from Elkader with Central and Clayton Ridge after this.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Guttenberg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Elkader. Again, an early start tonight, but straight up top of the hour. We start this varsity matchup tonight with Clayton Ridge and Central. We will have updates on a number of games tonight. Postville is at Key High, MFL Marmac hosting West Central, North Fayette Valley entertaining South Wind, Edco is hosting Maquoketa Valley, and Starmont is at Springville. Those scores will trickle in throughout the night. Eagles wearing their away black uniforms, and they have the white numbers and the white trim. Central, the home whites, with the red Central across the front in the black trim. Delaney Scharf to jump it up for Central, and it will be Camden Deitmeyer to jump it up for Clayton Ridge. So welcome to our broadcast tonight here on KCTN FM 100 and our live video stream on KCTN.com as well as on our KCTN YouTube channel. Again, Central hoping for a fast start in this game tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I think they want to get out, try to get some fresh legs on the court as much as they can and just get a quick start.
Tip goes to Central in the offensive end. Is Ash able to get it in center court circle, and a ball that never really got out of the circle. And as it turns out, Scharf tried to push it ahead in the offensive end, and they turn it over first trip down. Reimer down in the lane, goes right side. That is Deitmeyer, right block up and in. High post, low post, and the Eagles strike first.
And that's a good sign for the Eagles. They want to establish that inside, and Central's going to have an answer for those two posts on the inside tonight.
You see Clayton Ridge, a box and one defensively here. So they're going to go 2-2 zone, and Pierce will be the chaser on Delaney Scharf. Left side, Frieden open for three from the left wing off the front of the rim. Reimer gets the rebound. So Clayton Ridge going to zone him up here and run that box and one.
Well, and they've run that a little bit this year at different times, and they think they can be effective with it. They're going to try it again tonight.
Willie, backdoor, leads Millard, who drives in but misses the left-handed runner. The shot is no good. A rebound cleared off the left by Keel. Keel offensively drives in, gets a step by Millard, lays the shot short. Then Willie knocks the basketball away underneath the basket off the right side. It stays down here with Central. So the Warriors here, how do they react to this box and one?
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out what to do. They're going to have to run their zone offense, and they're just going to have to pick their times of finding Delaney Scharf.
Delaney Scharf back out on top to Keel. Keel gets it back to Scharf on the right wing, drives baseline. She's open, 15-foot jump shot, no good, but fouled there on Pierce. And this is going to be a challenge for Pierce because Scharf moves as well as anybody without the basketball.
She does. You know, she finds those holes and runs off of screens very, very well. And then when she gets the ball, she's got that ability to shoot outside and drive to the basket. So you got to keep a hand in her face, but you got to keep your knees down and your legs bent, ready to go.
Free throw by Scharf. It is good, and the Warriors on the board. Scharf, an outstanding free throw shooter at 81% on the season. Central shoots 66% as a team. Second free throw rattles around, got it to stay down, and the Warriors are on the board. That will allow them to set up full court pressure here, and it's going to be girl-to-girl pressure. Willie on the backcourt. The Eagles know that they are going to have to handle the basketball, and they turn it over. It's picked up by Ash after the ball was knocked away by Scharf. Back over to Kummer. Left-handed layup. It is up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. And a three-point opportunity for Gracie Kummer.
Yeah, Gracie Kummer goes to the floor hard, but, man, she did a nice job of getting inside of the defense there, finishing strong and getting hammered on the way up. She gets a chance for that three-point play.
The foul by Reimer is the first on the post player for Clayton Ridge, their second team foul. And Kummer to the free throw line to finish off that three-point play, and she does. So 5-2 here. Central transition leads 2 points.
Yeah, that pressure there in the backcourt and the turnover by the Eagles in the backcourt allowed that Central to get out and go.
Deitmeyer tries to go ahead to Reimer, and it's knocked away, but picked up by Reimer in the backcourt. The Eagles maintain possession. So a little bit shaky, but they get it into the offensive end. Millard just off the elbow. Again, Central is going to man you up. They'll run a couple of different defenses, but they want to go girl to girl. Reimer at the high post. Stops right side, gets it on over to Millard, back out on top. So 2 minutes into our first quarter, Reimer at the high post, puts it on the floor, takes the shot, middle of the lane, long from 8 feet away. Deitmeyer, the offensive rebound, but misses the putback off the left side. Just did not finish. And Frieden clears the rebound off the left side for the Warriors.
And they get chances like that, the Eagles have to knock those down. Those are point blank.
Frieden to Kummer. Back out on top, Keel just behind the elbow. Right side, 15-footer, closer to 17 feet away. It is good. And here's a 7-0 spurt by the Warriors.
And so much for tired legs and a lot of mileage. Central's looking strong out there right now playing this defense.
Pierce in the backcourt. They is triple team, so somebody's got to be open, and she gets it to Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer, right side to Willie. Pulls the trigger, 15 feet away, right wing, nails it. So you beat the pressure, you attack, you had numbers, and the Eagles answer.
Yeah, nice shot there by Alyssa Willie. Good to get her started early for the Eagles, get her some confidence.
Frieden puts it on the floor, drives in the lane. The shot altered by Reimer. Frieden gets her own rebound, kicks it on over to Ash. Ash drives in, loses the basketball on the drive, but I believe the Eagles knocked it away on the drive in the lane, and it stays down here with Central. Here's our first substitutions. Ash checks out for Central. Ashlyn Scharf comes in. Reimer checks out for Clayton Ridge, and their first sub is number 4 coming into the game in Katie Geider. Inbounds Frieden. Frieden brings it back right side to Ashlyn Scharf. Again, you'll see them extend that 2-3 zone. Scharf pick and roll to Kummer. Top of the key, there's Frieden. Open, top of the key for 3. Rattled around, got it to stay down. Inside, outside, and the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, the Warriors are going to have to exploit that little two-girl game there. Just play a little pick and roll, find those open looks.
Deitmeyer, center court, almost intercepted by Scharf, but Deitmeyer brings it into the offensive end. Goes down low to Millard. Her shot in the lane, no good, but fouled there by Frieden. Central, not a tall team by any stretch of the imagination. It's a guard-oriented team, and the Eagles have been able to get the ball down low a few times.
Well, and Deitmeyer does a nice job getting that in the middle of the court and looking over the top of that defense and just feeding the ball inside of the post or finding the open shooter.
Couple of scores to pass along. Springville leads Starmont 36-9. at the half. And we'll get you a Edco score there. A little bit earlier starts for some of those games tonight. Free throw good, by the way, by Millard. Makes it 10-5. Second free throw, high arcing free throw, swishes that one through, and it's 10-6. Needless to say, this isn't the pace Clayton Ridge wants to play.
No, I'm surprised Clayton Ridge is trying to keep up with this pace. They got to try to slow Central down a little bit.
Right side, pulls on the wing, 17-footer, aired it out long, try to stop and pop, shot from the right side. An air ball that goes out of bounds along the baseline off the left side, and it goes back to the Eagles.
Now, I'll correct that. They want to attack if they can beat this pressure, but in the half court, they need to slow down.
30-second timeout taken by Central. They have the early lead of 10-6. Let's take this break.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Our first time out of the ball game is taken by Central. And again, they lead right now by a score of 10-6, and this is about setting up what they want to do with the pressure.
Yeah, being a little more crisp with the pressure, not letting them beat that deep.
On top, they try to work it. Pierce from the baseline, tried to go back into the offensive end ahead, but the pass overshot and picked up by Ashlyn Scharf, so they turn it over in the defensive end. Ashlyn Scharf, right side, a step behind the arc for 3, no good. Millard clears the rebound off the right. The rebound fell there as it hit off the back of the rim, and Karam to the left. Left side in the offensive end, Geider gets a step by Scharf, drives in a little left-handed runner. It is no good from the left side, left it short. Rebound by Frieden. Here's the Warriors. Scharf beats the pressure, drives in, leans into Willie. The shot no good. Willie trying to draw the charge. Instead is called for the block. And that immediately puts the Warriors back to the free throw line.
Well, and Central lives at the free throw lines. You talked about how good of a free throw shooting team they were, shooting about 66%, but they just find ways to get to the free throw line. And when you're a tough school, a tough team, that's a great characteristic to have.
Ashlyn Scharf's free throw, it is good. Well, and especially when you talk about some of the numbers that they are shooting free throw-wise this year. Ashlyn Scharf, another one of those kids that's shooting, again, about a 70% clip from the free throw line, so they get there a number of times. It shows their aggressiveness on offense. Second free throw, it is no good. Rolled from right to left, and then the rebound deflected out of bounds. A last touch by Millard, who was blocking from inside the left block. Lost it out of bounds, and the Warriors will get it back.
Yeah, Amira Millard not able to wrangle that thing in, and kind of goes off her hands. Central take it off on their left side.
Scharf goes back out on top to Lone. Halfway through the first quarter, that's actually Ash, right side. Frieden, right wing for 3 off the front of the rim. Ashlyn Scharf gets the rebound and brings it back out on top for Central, back to Ash. Ash has a lane to the basket. Bodied on the drive in. She got to the middle of the lane, but some contact made there by Willie, which is the second foul now on Willie.
Well, and she's one of your ball handlers and one of your shooters out there. She's going to have to go to the bench. They're going to bring Lola Reimer back in for her, but you want her on the court to be able to shoot that 3.
Scharf takes it out of bounds. Again, the Warriors run inbounds plays better than anybody in the conference. MFL Marmac a close second. Inbounds, Scharf has to go back on top to get it inbounds to Ash, so the Eagles good defense. Ash right side to Ashlyn Scharf. Scharf drives into the lane, gets a step into Reimer, then kind of falling away from her, takes the shot short, as there was no foul there on the contact, maybe expecting that, and Pierce back in the offensive end for Clayton Ridge. Deitmeyer just off the elbow right side, 15-footer no good, rebound slapped out of bounds, last touch by Scharf. Going for the rebound along the right baseline, stays down here with the Eagles.
Yeah, good look that time down there. Camden Deitmeyer can knock that shot down, just needs to get her feet under, catch that thing under control.
Allison Fikert checked in, our last stoppage of play for Central. Inbounds, Reimer loses it, picked up there though by Geider. Back over to Millard, right side, Pierce open right wing, launches up the 3, aired it out well long. Fikert able to get the rebound off the bounce on the left side. Scharf back left side to Ashlyn. That's Delaney to Ashlyn, the younger sister. Back out on top to Frieden. Frieden right side to Fikert. Fikert on the baseline. Back out on top to Ash. Central appears to be running their girl-to-girl offense. Ashlyn Scharf right side for 3. Banks it long from just off the right wing. And Geider strong with the rebound off the left side.
Yeah, nice rebound there by the Eagles, doing a good job putting bodies on them and not giving second chance opportunities for those Warriors.
Central is 1-3-1, and down in the lane, Deitmeyer has the shot blocked by Ashlyn Scharf. They got it to her inside the right block, but good closing defense by Scharf. Back in the offensive end, Delaney spins. Covered, back right side to Delaney Scharf, on top to Frieden. Top of the key, launches the three. It cups off the back of the rim, but Ash gets the rebound in the near corner. Back out on top, Ashlyn Scharf. Left side, Fikert. Baseline 12-foot jump shot. Actually hit the side of the backboard. She was a little off on that one. Rebound by Pierce, who's bumped and then loses the basketball as it scoots out of bounds into the central sideline. But it goes back to the Warriors at center court. And now Clayton Ridge wants a timeout. 2:27 left in the opening act. 11-6. Warriors in the lead. Let's take this break.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
So it is Clayton Ridge using their first timeout. Each team has used a timeout here in the opening quarter. Our score 11-6, 2:27 to go here in our first half. And a change defensively for Clayton Ridge. They have a new chaser on Sodawasser. Alyssa Sodawasser just checked in. She's the next chaser there on, once again, Delaney Scharf. Meanwhile, checking into the game for Central was Lexi Lone during that break and is called for a double dribble violation at the top of the key. So the ball goes back here to Clayton Ridge. And 2:15 left in our first half.
And it looks like Central's kind of in a zone full court press now instead of that girl-to-girl
1-3-1. And here is Millard. Backdoor. There is Geider cutting to the basket. Banks it up and in from in the left block. So the Eagles, that's what they want to do. Get to the basket. They're back within 3.
Yeah, nice attack there by Geider. Good finish.
Scharf. That's Grace Keel back into the game. Hands it back to Frieden, who drives in. Her shot in the middle of the lane, facing up from 7 feet away. Shot no good, but bodied, fouled hard, and she'll go to the free throw line. She ended up on the floor. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
And here's Central going to the free throw line again. They find ways of getting there. That's the 5th team foul now on Clayton Ridge.
Free throw by Frieden. It is no good off the left. Frieden only averaging 8 points a ball game. You just get the feeling she's due for a breakout game for them offensively.
Well,
you know what she can do offensively.
You know what she can do, but she's always consistent. That's the big thing.
Second free throw good. The good news is you see her being aggressive into the lane on that drive. So 1 of 2, 12-8. Central in the lead. Millard to Reimer, top of the key, beat the pressure, over to Geider, but threw it behind her, and the ball tracked down by Keel, who has it knocked away by Geider. There's a quickness factor here, and Central is the quicker team on the court tonight, whereas Clayton Ridge has the size.
Yeah, Clayton Ridge definitely could establish something inside. Deitmeyer's out of there right now, so Lola Reimer is their tallest post, but Central just quick, able to get back on defense, able to attack on offense.
Delaney Scharf and Fikert check out for Central. Gracie Kummer back into the ball game, as well as Ash. Keel has it left side, lane to the basket. Nice feed to Kummer, but fouled, hooked on the way in. So Central getting into the lane, drawing contact. There's the 6th team foul. Central's only committed 1. And the Warriors are going to be in the bonus for the rest of the first half, and that spells trouble.
And that's Amira Millard's 2nd foul, so not a good situation for the Eagles.
Frieden open, deep left corner for 3. That shot is short off the side of the rim, kicks to the far right corner, tracked down there by Pierce. Nice inbounds play, but they come up empty. Back in the offensive end, Sodawasser. On top to Reimer. Millard quickly back to a guard in Pierce to get him in the offense. Millard loses the basketball to Sodawasser. Back out on top here to Pierce. We approach the minute mark in our quarter. They try to go in the lane. Lone knocks away the basketball. Sliding to the floor, picked up there by Ash, and then a foul committed by Geider. So Geider commits the reach-in foul. That's the 7th team foul, and the Warriors are into the bonus here.
Yeah, that's a 1-and-1 now for Central. So they're shooting free throws from here on out for the rest of the first half, and you don't want to put a good free throw shooting team at the free throw line.
And Clayton Ridge going to have to go a little deeper into their bench as Geider checks out. Number 12 comes in here, and Ava Beck, a junior. Deitmeyer has also checked back into the ball game, and Millard has checked out. So here is Ash to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Free throw there. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Deitmeyer, nice job clearing the rebound off the left side. Ash, by the way, is another very good free throw shooter, but just long on that one. She was 13 of 16 before that one. And now Ash commits a reach-in foul as Sodawasser brought it right side into the offensive end. Foul against the Warriors.
And it seems like Central is fine letting Camden Deitmeyer catch that in the middle lane and have to handle the basketball. It keeps her out of the post and makes them slower to set up their half court.
Delaney Scharf into the ball game. I believe Ashlyn Scharf checked out there. And it is Pierce inbounds to Sodawasser. Back out on top. Kummer plays the top of the 1-3-1. And right side to Sodawasser, who immediately gets it back to Pierce. High post to Reimer. Tried to go down in the lane to Deitmeyer, but fronting was Frieden and able to steal it away. Back in the offensive end, Scharf. Crossover dribble. Drives in the leaner. Shot no good. It goes off the back of the rim, but draws contact. And again, when the Warriors get out in transition, it is automatically in attack mode.
It is. You rarely see them pull it out and try to set up something in the half court unless they're way outnumbered. But if they can get a lane to the basket and get a shot off, they're going to try to get that, either get the basket or get to the free throw line.
Free throw by Scharf. It is short. So we talk about the Warriors being an outstanding free throw shooting team, and they are. But they've actually missed their last 2 free throws, and from 2 of their better free throw shooters.
Well, and that may be a byproduct of tired legs.
Second free throw good. So a little more oomph on that one, and the Warriors lead by 5 with 41 seconds left in our first quarter. Eagles are going to have to deal with major foul concerns this half. They've got a number of players already with 2 fouls. Sodawasser, head of the pack, tracks it down in the offensive end along the baseline and then trying to step through it, travels with the basketball. Nice double team by Frieden and Delaney Scharf there without fouling.
Well, yeah, good recognition that she was kind of stuck. They didn't foul her, they didn't grab, they just forced her to do something she didn't want to do.
Shot clock is off. Warriors can work for the last shot if they choose. Scharf goes off a pick, brings it right side, has a lane to the basket, wraparound pass to Lone. Her left-hander shot from the left block. It is no good. Banked it long. Nice give along the baseline, but the Warriors come up empty. Deitmeyer gets the rebound. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Pass ahead, knocked away by Lone as they pushed it into the offensive end, and Clayton Ridge, with 7 seconds to go in the opening quarter, will take it out on the far sideline.
And, getting the ball in bounds right now for Clayton Ridge is not an easy task because Central's doing a nice job extending that half-court defense, making it difficult.
Pierce inbounds, some problems, better hurry here, and it's intercepted on top by Kummer. Kummer gets it back over to Ash, who then has it knocked away, and they will not get a shot off, and the opening quarter comes to an end. Central, the early lead, 13-8 at the end of 1. Let's take this timeout.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bacon Concrete in Postville and Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
We've played 1 quarter. Central, the early lead, 13-8, but they actually scored 11 points in the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. They've only scored 2 points in the last 5 minutes.
Well, and their points are coming at the free throw line. They're 6 for 10 at the free throw line, so already getting the free throw line a lot. Clayton Ridge 2 for 2. They just don't get there. They haven't been attacking enough.
Pierce with the basketball to take it out of bounds at center court to start the second quarter. Sodawasser, Willie, also Deitmeyer and Reimer back in there to start this second quarter. They get to the center court and it's intercepted by Kummer. Kummer drives in, jump steps, banks it up and in from the right side. Good start to the second quarter. Steal and a layup by the Warriors. Kummer, Fikert, Delaney Scharf, who now picks up the loose basketball after a turnover by Clayton Ridge. She drives in, the ball knocked away. It stays down here. Ashlyn Scharf, Delaney Scharf, Kummer, Fikert, and Keel. That's who starts the second quarter. And another timeout taken by the Eagles. 15-8 Central, a 7-point lead here. Timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. Let's take this timeout.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
So a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. They use their second timeout. And again, anytime they see Central starting to, I think, pull away or get a run going, they're going to take a timeout. Delaney Scharf inbounds to Ashland. Top of the key to Grace Keel. Keel brings it back out on top. They continue the box and one. Keel drives in the lane. Nice feed over to Comer from the left side. Lays it up and in. Warriors lead by 9 here as a quick start to the second quarter.
What a great assist by Grace Keel there, wrapping it around. Gracie Comer had a nice finish.
And here's a steal by Delaney Scharf. She drives in, goes by Pierce, but banks it long as she tumbles to the court. On the left side, not bailed out by contact. Dykemeyer gets the rebound. Keel tried to go ahead. Willie has it knocked away there as Grace Keel intercepts the pass at center court, so they turn it over. Ashland Scharf to Comer. Comer with it, back right side to Ashland Scharf. And they'll work it back out on top here now with Grace Keel. Delaney Scharf's been quiet offensively, but the Warriors have done a good job moving things around. Delaney Scharf, right side to Ashland, who drives baseline, brings it over and over to Comer. Comer on the right block, back out on top with 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Scharf, right side to Ashland Scharf, and there is a reach-in foul committed by Clayton Ridge. So that's Sodawasser's second foul now, I believe. And they're going to try to keep somebody fresh on Delaney Scharf, but what Delaney Scharf is doing right now is drawing fouls.
Yeah, she's getting him in foul trouble, and she's going to force Clayton Ridge to get out of this box and one if they don't have anybody who can be the one guarding Delaney Scharf.
Free throw by Delaney. That one is good, and it's 18-8. Central leads by 10. The 9th team foul committed by Clayton Ridge as Lola Reimer checks out. And back into the ball game for them is number 4 in Katie Geider. And it is a 10-point lead for Central. Second free throw on its way by Sharp. That's off the back of the rim, kick to the right. And the rebound pulled down off the right side there by Clayton Ridge and Dykemeyer. Again, Central continues with the 1-3-1. Pierce, right side. In the offensive end, Geider beats the pressure, then has it knocked away by Delaney Scharf. She stole it away. Picked the pocket. Scharf back into the offensive end. Left side actually goes right side. Grace Keel ahead of the pack. Her layup too strong. Dykemeyer got back and disrupted the shot. That banked from right to left without touching the rim. Dykemeyer, right side to Geider. Geider gets a step by Frieden, and then the shot blocked by Frieden going backwards. Good straight-up defense by Frieden, and the Eagles come up empty on the block shot. Ashland Scharf bounce pass to Comer. Well, trying to go through a lot of traffic there, and tough pass for Comer to get to. Goes off her hands offside the right block, and the Warriors turn it over.
You get this feeling that both coaches in that quarter break really talked about turning up the intensity because Clayton Ridge playing with a little more hop in their step, but the Warriors, their defense is just getting more and more intense.
Sodawasser, middle of the lane, intercepted there. She tried to work it. Scharf drives in and then goes by her defender, lays it up and in. And what is happening is the Warriors have turned this into forcing turnovers and getting baskets now. And here's another turnover. They try to go to Millard, overshot, and it's picked up by Ash in the offensive end. Keel back out on top, and there's a reach-in foul by Willie. And again, Willie reached in there, the third foul on her, and here's Grace Keel to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, that's going to be the third foul on Willie, and we talked about needing her on the court to handle the ball, to shoot the basketball. Now she's going to have to sit. I assume, Coach Domeyer is going to keep her on the bench with that third foul.
Yeah, Geider is at the scores table. She will check in after the first free throw by Grace Keel. So Keel's going to get 2 free throws here. Free throw on its way. It is no good. Missed it there off the left side of the rim and a kick to the right. So Willie checks out as Geider comes in. Central getting to the line, but as you mentioned, maybe not a great percentage overall here yet.
Yeah, only shot 60%, that first half, but really been struggling in the second quarter.
Second free throw, that's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Well, again, 5 games in 7 days can do that to you. Free throw off the back of the rim, and the Eagles get the rebound. So Central comes up empty. Pierce stops the dribble. Double teamed in the backcourt. Able to go to Dykemeyer at center court, and it's knocked away by Scharf. And I believe there, a 10-second violation. Clayton Ridge never got it into the offensive end. Shot clock's at 23, but that is a 10-second violation. And that's hats off to what Central's doing defensively.
Yeah, they had Dykemeyer right in the middle of the floor, but she had that middle line straddled, so she hadn't established the front court, and that's a violation.
Right side, Scharf goes off a pick, and it's an offensive foul as Keel tried to set the pick. Sodawasser was going through it there, and I think they say that Keel was moving. So we'll double check. Delaney Scharf was coming off the pick, and it is going to be there, I believe, committed there by Grace Keel.
Yeah, they called that on.
They call it a Scharf.
30. They called that on Scharf.
So lowering her shoulder, going around the pick is what they call. Deitmeyer on the inbounds and immediately tied up by Grace Keel, and that is a forced turnover. They got it inbounds by the UIC logo, and Deitmeyer just had that basketball down, and again, Keel with the quick hands.
And the Central's just going to grab anything that's out there that's not secure. They're just going to try to grab and tie up.
Frieden, left side to Ash. Ash swings it right side to Kummer. Kummer back out on top to Keel, thrown behind her, but Keel brings it back right side to reset him into the offense. Kummer on the right block, spins, goes through the double team, shot no good. Rebound by Scharf on the left side, saves it on top to Ash. Ash, top of the key for three, banks it well long to the right. And the rebound pulled down there by Deitmeyer. Wasn't a bad shot, inside outside, but the Warriors come up empty. Millard beats the pressure, drives right side, stops the dribble, tries to go back out on top. It's knocked away by Kummer, picked up by Delaney Scharf. Scharf drives in, leans into Sodawasser. The layup no good, but fouled on the drive in. The one thing Scharf does so well is she had the step there and just used the body to shield going in off the right side.
Yeah, she's shooting strong, but she's keeping that body between, the defender and the ball, and doing a great job of getting it off the glass, giving it a shot, maybe getting the basket and the foul.
Free throw, it is good. It is 21-8. So this for Central is an 8-0 run in the first 3 minutes of our second quarter. Second free throw being eyed by Scharf, trying to put him up by 14. Second free throw is good, back to normal form. She'll check out. Ashlyn Scharf checks into the ball game for the Warriors. And they'll try to keep as many legs fresh as they can. Short bench for them tonight here, at least starting out. Backcourt area, Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer beats the pressure into the offensive end, knocked away by Kummer, but Deitmeyer then tried to step through it and ends up throwing the ball away. Intercepted by Ash. And back in the offensive end, Ashlyn Scharf reverses it left side to Frieden, intercepted by Geider. Geider, good anticipation on a diagonal pass in the offensive end for Central.
That long cross-court pass just never going to make it there.
Geider, right side in the offensive end. Eagles just struggling to get off shot attempts here. Geider steps through a double team in a reach-in foul committed by Central. Good initial defense, and then Frieden called for the reach-in foul. That's her second.
Once Geider had stepped through that defensive trap, the hands just came down across the body, and that's going to get called every time.
So the Eagles in a bit of a drought, a 3.5-minute drought in our second quarter. Lexi alone will check in for the Warriors. Frieden will check out with those two fouls. Central has only committed 4 team fouls in this first half, where Clayton Ridge has put Central into the double bonus for much of this second quarter.
Well, and I don't think Central has backed off on their aggressiveness at all and only committed 4 fouls.
On top, it is Pierce, left side to Geider. Geider on the left wing area brings it in the lane to Deitmeyer. High post and a reach-in foul. Let's see, a little hand check from behind by Central. So the officials have tightened things up a little bit. Hand check committed there by Gracie Kummer. So this was down in the post area.
Well, and they've given a lot of attention to Deitmeyer trying to keep the ball out of the lane, and there was an example of what they were trying to do.
Deitmeyer, middle of the lane, takes a contested shot in a lot of traffic left side. The shot no good. Then Deitmeyer cannot control the rebound as she tried to track it down on the left side, and the Eagles come up empty. They did get to the basket that time.
That's only their second shot attempt here in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter.
So halfway through the quarter, they're down by 14. Keel, right side to Ashlyn Scharf. Baseline to Kummer. See where Central gets scoring out of this group on the court right now, as Kummer goes back out on top to Ash. Ash, right wing, and in the lane, there's Grace Keel. Goes between two defenders, bounces it over to Lone, misses the shot from the left side. Sodawasser got the rebound. Again, a nice look. Warriors just come up empty. And here in the offensive end is Sodawasser, stops the dribble, switch pivot feet, and the Eagles turn it over.
Yeah, just changing to the pivot feet and got her open. She had a nice lane to look inside, but switching the pivot feet there to get that done.
Delaney Scharf back into the game for the Warriors, as checking out for them is Kummer. As the left side with the basketball, it is again Ash. So Clayton Ridge back to the box and one. Sodawasser chasing Delaney Scharf. In the lane, there's Ash, loses the basketball. Central turns it over. It's picked up there by Pierce. Pierce drives in, and there's a reach-in foul. And this is an easy call because Keel reaching in just over the right shoulder into the reaching area there of Pierce, who was racing into the offensive end.
Well, had Pierce out of control, was hounding her down the court, doing a good job of getting her out of control, but then just started reaching with that inside hand instead of reaching with the outside. Just came across the body. That's the 6th foul on Central.
Deitmeyer in for Clayton Ridge. Sodawasser checks out, and the Eagles take it off the right side. Inbounds, they try to go middle of the lane to Deitmeyer. Overshot, but she's able to track it down. Brings it back out to the volleyball line, and now needs a little help Goes back out on top to Pierce. 22-8 still our score. Lola Reimer at the free throw line. 15-footers off the back of the rim. No good. There's a foul. This is underneath the basket. And jockeying for position down low, Ashlyn Scharf and Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer is called for giving a little forearm to try to get a little spacing down low. So back to the other end. It's 2 free throws for Central. Ashlyn Scharf back to the other end.
Yeah, both girls just getting after it with the rebounds and a little forearm, little extra bit there instead of just being good with the body and making some contact, just pushing, shoving. And I think both of them probably were pushing a little bit. Deitmeyer's the one who got caught.
And again, it is 2 free throws. Ashlyn Scharf's free throw, it is no good. Missed it from right to left. This isn't a work of art as far as the fouls in this ball game. Both teams, a little extra reaching.
Yeah, a little extra reach, a little sloppy, but got to make free throws either way.
Ashlyn Scharf's second free throw is good, but it is a 10-0 run for Central here in this second quarter, and they lead by 15. Millard checks out of the ball game. Sodawasser back in. Clayton Ridge lines up in a 1-4 set. They have basically everybody help them bring it into the offensive end. Deitmeyer against the 1-3-1. Beats the center court pressure out of the double team and goes back there to Pierce. Pierce back out on top, and it is again Deitmeyer at the left elbow. Double teamed over to Reimer. Reimer just off the elbow, 15-footer, and it is way off the mark. The left there aired it out. The ball goes out of bounds underneath the basket, and it goes back to Central. The Eagles just out of sorts on offense here.
Yeah, they are. The pressure is getting to them in the half court, not able to get anything started as far as an offensive set.
Across the timeline, Delaney Scharf has it. We approach 2.5 minutes in our first half. Slogging through the first half. Lone on the left side. And on the left wing area now, brings it over to Ashlyn Scharf, and they'll get him into the offense now. Scharf spins at the free throw line. The ball knocked away by Geider. Geider picks up the basketball, then traveled, trying to kind of corral it. And even though she got the steal, charged with a turnover, Central gets it back.
Yeah, exchanging turnovers there. Did a nice job of reading it and thought, I got a lane, I got to go. And there was just a lot of traffic for her to get through. She just needs to pick that up clean, let them clear out, set something up offensively.
Grace Keel, center court circle, right side to Scharf. That's actually Ash with it, I should say. And Ash has it back over top of the key to Keel. Keel double dribble with the basketball. Just, again, that's just an unforced turnover. Took the eyes off of it there. And Central, at times, does look like a team that's playing their 5th game in 7 days.
Yeah, they're just some sloppy play here and there, but defensively, they've been doing it, and I think that's been the key for them.
Geider dribbles through everybody, then loses the basketball in the lane, and it's picked up there with Sodawasser, Geider, and also reaching in there is Ashlyn Scharf. It is a jump ball, and it stays down here. And you're asking for trouble to try to dribble through this Central pressure.
Well, yeah, they've got such good hands, and they're so quick. They're going to get in front of you. They're going to tip that thing away, and they're using the correct hand when they do that and pushing it towards a teammate so they can get out and run.
Ash checks out of the ball game. Coming back in for Central is Gracie Kummer. And inbounds, Pierce takes it out underneath the basket off the left side. Trying to go on top, and she does to Millard, who just came back into the game. And Millard traveled with the basketball. A pass that was high, but just lost her footing coming down. And too many unforced turnovers, really, for both teams.
Both teams just not real secure with the ball right now.
2 minutes left in the half. Eagles have not scored this quarter. Delaney Scharf, right side to Grace Keel. Keel with it, right wing to Lone. Lone on the right wing, brings it back out on top, and a soft pass, but Pierce knocked it away out of bounds. Again, it's just a light pass there and a good reaction by Pierce.
Well, and Pierce is quick enough to get that ball. If you're not going to make a strong bounce pass or a good chest pass, she's going to tip that away and try to get a run out of herself.
Frieden checks in for Central, as checking out for them is Lone. And Central takes it out on the far sideline with Delaney Scharf. Inbounds to Keel. 1-3-1 by Clayton Ridge, by the way, right now. Right side, Delaney Scharf open. Right corner for 3. Wedged it short between the rim and backboard. Rebound deflected out of there. Tipped away. Finally picked up by Sodawasser. Sodawasser on the offensive end, and then a reach-in foul again by Central. At some point, you expect one of these coaches to yell, "Stop reaching."
Well, if they aren't going to yell it, we'll yell it from up here. Both teams, just stop fouling, period. It's silly fouls. It's the reach. It's the grab when you have them stopped. It's things they don't need to do.
Sodawasser to the free throw line as Clayton Ridge is now in the bonus. Free throw on its way there. It is good. So the Eagles' first point of the second quarter makes it 23-9. Grace Keel checks out. Into the game is Hannah Ash. Yeah, you want to play defense there, moving your feet, moving your body.
And you bail them out with a reach.
Yep. Free throw being eyed by Sodawasser. Second one on its way. It is good. So the Eagles have struggled offensively, still without a field goal, but more importantly, getting some points at the free throw line.
I think points of any kind are big right now.
1-3-1. Reimer plays the top of that 1-3-1. So the Eagles have thrown a couple of different defenses at him. Left side, Delaney Scharf drives baseline, takes a little 8-foot leaner, forced the shot along the left baseline, but banked it actually off the side of the rim, right side. Deitmeyer gets the rebound for the Eagles. Pierce in the backcourt gets it ahead to Millard. Millard, right side to Reimer on the right block. Double team, needs a little help, has the ball knocked away. Loose ball in the court, trying to dive it is Pierce. Good effort in front of the Central students on that far side, but just runs out of room. Couldn't save it back. And the ball goes back to the Warriors with a minute to go in our first half.
Good effort there by both teams, getting after on the floor. Nice dive by Morgan Pierce, just trying to save that possession for the Eagles.
Scharf, right side to Ash. Ashlyn Scharf has it on the right corner. Inside a minute in our first half. Warriors in command here, 13. And it is Frieden, right side to Ashlyn Scharf. But they haven't been flowing in the half court either. It's been at the free throw line. Delaney Scharf, right side, goes off a pick. Back over to Ashlyn. Left side to Frieden. Frieden puts it on the floor. Covered along the baseline by Millard. Good job rotating. And then Frieden tries to go on top, and it's knocked away by Reimer. But as they pick it up, the ball goes into the backcourt, and it's knocked away. Picked up by Ash, and diving forward is Reimer, who knocks it away. But it's still going to go back to Central. Good effort by the Eagles on the defensive end.
Yeah, just, again, another dive there. Lola Reimer getting on the ground and getting after that ball, just trying to save a possession. So you can't fault the effort of the Eagles, just not able to get things flowing.
Shot clock is off. Warriors can work for one if they choose, as we're down to 20 seconds left in the half. Back out on top, it is Ashlyn Scharf. Right side to Frieden. Frieden open right side for three. That shot is short. Rebound off the side of the rim goes to Deitmeyer. So the Eagles may get the last shot as we go in 10 seconds left in our first half. Pierce stops the dribble, double team, steps through it, gets it to Sodawasser. Her shot blocked by Frieden, and the loose ball picked up by Sodawasser. She does get a shot off from just out the left side of the lane from 10 feet away, but aired it out right, and the first half comes to an end. Been a struggle offensively for both, but Central leading 23-10 at the half over Clayton Ridge. When we return, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Greenacre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Agent Laney Keel, your New York Life Insurance Company agent in Garnavillo, TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Central led 13-8 at the end of one. They outscored Clayton Ridge 10-2, 23-10. Warriors, they're ranked at number 7 in Class 1A, coming off that loss last night against Waukon. Defensively holding the Eagles without a field goal in the second quarter. Turnovers have really been a concern. Fouls a concern for both teams. Let's turn things over to Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals. First off here for Central.
For the Warriors, they're led by Delaney Sharp with 8. 7 points for Gracie Kummer, 4 points for Haley Frieden, 2 points for Ashlyn Scharf, and 2 points for Grace Keel. 23 points. They shot 25%, 1 of 9 behind the arc, 10 of 18 from the free throw line, only 56%, but they got there 18 times. They ended up with 9 turnovers in that first half.
And again, getting to the free throw line has really spurred them offensively. That's where, again, almost half of their offense coming from in this ball game. For Clayton Ridge.
For Clayton Ridge, we've got 2 points for Camden Deitmeyer. We've got 2 points for Amira Millard. We have 2 points for Alyssa Willie, 2 points for Katie Geiter, 2 points for Alyssa Sodawasser, 10 points for the Eagles. They shot 19% overall. Tried 1 3-pointer, but 20% from the field. 4 of 4 from the free throw line, so if you're looking for a positive, there it is. Balance that out, 22 turnovers, and that second quarter was especially brutal for the Eagles.
So if you look at it, the fact that they're down by 13, it could be a lot worse. I mean, you've turned it over 22 times in the first half here, and I think you've got to give some props to Clayton Ridge defensively. They've given Central a couple of different looks. Box and one, went a 1-2-2 when Delaney Sharp was out of the ball game, went to a 1-3-1, and that has helped kind of muddy up Central a bit.
It has. I think that's the best word for it, is it muddies it up. But I think something they're going to have to discuss at halftime is they're in foul trouble. I mean, they've got a lot of girls with 2, a couple with 3. They got to stop reaching, and because they need those girls on the court.
And obviously, keep Central off the line. You take away those 10 points from the free throw line. Central has a 6-point advantage at the free throw line. They lead by 13, so that's your half-court deficit right there. The other thing is for Central, we mentioned this, and I don't think we can point this out enough, but this is your 5th game in 7 days, and you got to be honest, it looks like it.
It does, and they played a very talented walk-on team, a couple classes ahead of them last night, played a good game, came up on the short end, but they're not the 7th-ranked team in the state for, any other reason, but they can go out and win, and I think those tired legs tonight are just kind of catching up to them. Best thing they could do after the game tonight, go home, get some rest this weekend.
Take the weekend off there and get rejuvenated to finish the rest of the regular season strong. But the bottom line is they held Clayton Ridge without a field goal in the second quarter. So defensively,
it's still there.
Even though it's been tired legs, defensively it's been a pretty good effort for them the first half.
And I think that's something any coach would tell you, and Coach Wiley probably said, hey, you're going to be tired, your shot's going to be off. Do it defensively.
So at the half, 23-10 is our score. Central in the lead. Couple of girls score. Springville leads Starmont at the half. Score there 36-9. Edco leading Maquoketa Valley at the end of one, 13-10. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on in second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
As a busy mom, I have challenges keeping my family on track, but appointments for healthcare visits are no longer one of them. Veterans Memorial Hospital has now opened a new clinic and walk-on, so complete care for my entire family is more accessible than ever, and providers care for all ages, so everyone gets the care they need when they need it. It's a welcome addition for busy families like ours and our community. To learn more, go to veteransmemorialhospital.com.
Veterans Memorial.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc., Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin, and Furniture Showcase and Oil Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
Again at the half, our score 23-10. We actually have a couple of minutes before we start the second half. We started early tonight, but for some reason had an extended halftime as it's good to get the youth out there and play. So I think what happened is maybe the teams were a little bit slow going into the locker room, but either way, the youth basketball got some performance in tonight, and that's good to see. They had to cancel, actually, one of the other games. I think the 5th to 6th grade kids were supposed to play after the JV boys game tonight.
Yeah, I think there was going to be a 5th, 6th grade game between the Clayton Ridge and Central kids. So missed out on that, which is too bad. But got the youth on the floor. Now we got them off. Varsity can get back warmed up for the second half.
All right, we got our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. We've got a little extra time to kill with our boys game coming up tonight. The Clayton Ridge boys, they have a record of 11-5 on the season. They are 8-3, trying to stay in that group of second-place teams in the Upper Iowa Conference. Central boys actually come in on a 5-game winning streak. They're 7-9, 4-7 in the conference. That was a real good ball game down at Clayton Ridge. The Eagles had that dominant fourth quarter to win by 11.
Yeah, and I think right now, Clayton Ridge kind of out of sorts a little bit, trying to get regrouped here for the postseason. But I think Central is putting things together for their boys team, playing their best basketball at the right time of year. I expect a really competitive ball game tonight.
The Clayton Ridge boys defensively as good as anybody. I mean, they hold teams down. The other night held Maquoketa Valley to 47 points, but there are just times when they struggle offensively. And if their defense doesn't lead to transition opportunities and you make them play half court, that's a struggle for them.
It is a struggle, and I think for Central, everything keys around McGreal. You know, he can have a lights out night and kind of spark everything. If he's off a little bit, they can struggle offensively. So it'll be curious to see how these teams feel each other out to start that boys game.
They've been a hit-and-miss team offensively. There's nights when they put up 70, 60, 67 against Postville the other night, then struggled against Postville on Tuesday night, only put up 56 in that ball game, but had to rally in the fourth quarter to win that. So that boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. Let's talk about the second half of this girls game. Warriors lead by 13, but it just seems like at the pace of the game, this 13-point lead seems like 25.
It does. It seems like it's so out of reach, and it's really not. And hopefully Coach Domeyer told the girls, you're in a ball game. You're in a ball game with a ranked team, you know, and nobody expects you to maybe to be in it. But you got to clean up the fouls. You got to find something offensively. Get yourself into a groove on the offensive end. and play some defense. I think they've been doing an okay job. Turn it up a little bit. Turn up the intensity.
For Clayton Ridge, offensively, you've got to hang on to the basketball. That's your only chance. 22 first-half turnovers. We mentioned it took them forever to get 2 shots up in the second quarter. So that somehow has to come down. Yes, you're going to turn it over a bit, but you've got to be able to slow down against this 1-3-1. And for Central here, had that little run in the second quarter. That's about the best stretch we've seen from them in this ball game when they built the lead up to 15.
Well, and if you wonder if Coach Wiley had a conversation, said, hey, we got to turn up the intensity, do it with your defense, your legs are tired, the shots aren't great, so if we can get layups, we can get run-outs, I think that's going to make things a little smoother for you and maybe put this game out of reach.
So Central leads by 13 as we get ready to start the second half. For the Eagles, it'll be Reimer, Willie, Deitmeyer. Also out there will be Millard and Pierce. Central, it appears that they will have their starting 5 out there. And that, again, will be Kummer. Also out there as well will be Ash, Frieden, Delaney, Scharf. And you have out there as Grace Keel. So there is the 5. I believe we got all 5 out there. And it will be the Eagles here on defense as Central gets the ball to start the second half, leading 23-10. By the way, both teams cut down the fouling.
Yeah. We don't need the fouls. Take care of the basketball. You know, we want to see a clean game, but we don't want to watch a whole quarter of free throws. We want to see some action here.
Now, Central will face Clayton Ridge's 1-3-1. So, again, this is the third different defense the Eagles have worked with, and it has certainly slowed down. They're holding Central to where they want to be to have an opportunity at a pace in about the 40s. Right side, Grace Keel. Baseline to Frieden. Frieden with it, double team, goes in the lane to Kummer. Kummer spins left side to Delaney Scharf. And again, good job by Clayton Ridge rotating defensively as they go to Grace Keel. Keel, right side to Frieden, deep right corner, tries to save it back out on top, intercepted by Reimer. So the Warriors turn it over, their first trip down in the offensive end. Back out on top, you have Gracie Kummer there playing the top of their 1-3-1. In the lane, Reimer covered, swings it right side to Millard, back out on top to Pierce. So both teams playing 1-3-1 to start this second half. Left side, Millard puts it on the floor, covered at the elbow to Reimer. Jump shot, 15-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Frieden. Nice job by Frieden, just following that rebound off the left side. A minute into our third quarter. And back out on top with Delaney Scharf. Scharf, Reimer gives him that good wide wingspan there. Delaney Scharf backdoor, kicks it on over to Ash at the elbow. 15-footer, it is good. Delaney Scharf got it in the rim, and then a nice kick-out shot.
Yeah, I thought maybe she was going to go with that reverse layup there, but kicks it out. Nice knockdown by Ash.
Willie in the backcourt, and again, she has 3 fouls, so she spent much of the first half on the bench, and now Reimer loses the ball in the offensive end, bumped into by Delaney Scharf, but saves it back to Willie. Willie right side for 3, and that shot no good, aired it out, and Miller tries to save the rebound out of bounds, and it goes back into the hands of Kummer. So the Warriors are able to force an errant shot in the offensive end, and now, and this may say it best, Coach Wiley puts both hands over the eyes there as Keel has a turnover at the end of the Central bench, and the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. A pass, just an errant pass behind the intended receiver.
Well, and the Eagles in that 1-3-1 on defensive end are trapping in the corner, so it's throwing Central off just a hair.
Pierce tried to launch it ahead, and again in midair, just try to catch it and fire it to Reimer, but the ball is turned over. Here's the Warriors back in the offensive end, and Gracie Kummer misses the driving right-handed layup. Boy, the Warriors have missed some transition opportunities tonight.
Did Pierce think she was going to be an over in the back and trying to get rid of that? I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But that missed shot by Kummer, just too much mustard.
Reimer tried to go into the lane there. Pierce did to Reimer, but Kummer on the floor able to pick it up and saves it over to Delaney Scharf. Scharf back over, left side to Ash. Ash drives in the lane, a little left-handed runner, leaves it short as she wedged it between the rim and backboard. Willie gets the rebound for the Eagles. Back in the offensive end, Willie stops the good straight-up defense, leans right into Frieden, who just takes the ball away. It's a block shot. Frieden back offensively, spins, and an offensive foul on Frieden as Frieden crashes into the lane, bumps into Pierce, and that's our first whistle of the second half.
And I believe that's the third foul on Frieden, if I remember. She had 2 early in that second quarter. That's going to be her third.
So Frieden checks out, as will Ash, and also coming out there, they need one more Warrior to check out, and I believe it's going to be Keel, as Fikert Lone and also Ashlyn Scharf all check in. Deitmeyer checks out for Clayton Ridge, and into the ballgame for them is Geider. Millard beats the pressure, left side into the offensive end. Eagles have only scored 2 points since the first quarter. down by 15 here at 25-10. Willie tried to enter the pass into the lane to Reimer. Overshot her at the right block. Anticipated and picked up by Delaney Scharf. Another turnover. Scharf left side to Ashland. That's Delaney to Ashland. Back out on top to Lone. Lone right side to Cummer. Cummer drives baseline, rolls from the right side, lays it up and in from the right side. Nice dribble drive there by Cummer along the baseline.
And a nice little slide step to get past the defense and puts it up smooth on the glass.
This is the biggest lead of the night for the Warriors. Meanwhile, Geider, as they try to work into the offensive end, had the ball deflected, but Lone lost it off her hands at center court. And the turnover gives it back there to the Eagles.
Yeah,
so actually, there's no turnover. Eagles maintain possession.
Nice anticipation there by Lone, not able to get her hands on it. Kind of tips it out of bounds.
By the way, Ash quickly back into the ball game as Cummer checks out. Now Delaney Scharf plays the top of that 1-3-1. Pierce tried to go left side, overthrows her intended receiver, and driving in is Ash, who misses the driving left-handed layup. In the offensive end, Scharf gets the rebound and immediately tied up in a double team. And the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. But there's a fast break opportunity by Central, and they come up empty again.
They've had 3 of those. They've had great looks at the basket, not able to come up with points and not able to extend this and put it out of reach, letting Clayton Ridge just hang around.
Our score is actually 27-10. It's actually a 17-point lead for the Warriors. Backcourt area, Geider. Geider beats the pressure, but stops right as she comes into the offensive end, and that invites trouble. She tried to throw it to Millard, and Millard quickly tied up there by Fikert, and Central gets it on the alternate possession rule. So you make the mistake of stopping right as you come across the timeline in the offensive end, and then that allows the Warriors to pounce.
And they did. They swarmed on them and did force that turnover, give the ball back to the Warriors.
Delaney Scharf, right side to Lone. Lone loses the basketball on the floor. Sodawasser dives, and they tumble over each other, and the Warriors maintain possession and now take a timeout. They lead by 17. Warriors maintaining possession on the loose ball. Let's take this break.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
So 27-10 is our score. Warriors have scored 4 points the first almost 4 minutes of the third quarter. Clayton Ridge has not scored.
The offensive struggles for both of these teams just continue. It's just slow-paced, sluggish on both ends.
Ashland Scharf has it right side on top to Ash, left side to Delaney. They run a backside screen. Ashland Scharf catches it on the right block. The shot altered by Millard. Then Ashland Scharf and Millard tied up in the middle of the lane with the rebound, and the alternate possession rule gives it back to the Eagles. Good recovery by Millard as they threw a backside screen trying to go the alley-oop on the right side.
Yeah, nice play run there, just not able to get the shot off, and then a scramble for the rebound. We're going to have another jump ball.
Millard inbounds, feeds it back to Willie. Willie pushes it ahead in the offensive end to Sodawasser, who turns and realizes that a Warrior is there and just traveled with the basketball. And this is a young freshman being thrown into more minutes here. And you see Coach Domeyer saying, turn around strong, come down, and then look to see what's there instead of turning and running with the basketball there.
Oh, and that's the pace that the Warriors are trying to force here, getting Clayton Ridge to go faster than they want.
Delaney Scharf at the elbow, pulls up, 15-footer, blocked by Geider. Loose rebound picked up by Millard. Eagles have had a number of blocks in this game. Back in the offensive end is Willie, double-teamed. Able to get it to Millard, though. Millard goes in the lane to Reimer, double-teamed, and then the ball is overshot, goes off the hands of Reimer, and it goes back to Central as the Eagles turn it over in the half court again. Keel into the ball game, and Lexi Lone checks out for the Warriors.
And, the posts for Clayton Ridge are calling for the ball in there, but there's a lot of traffic. These Warriors are recovering fast. That pass just isn't there.
Another switch for Clayton Ridge defensively to a 1-2-2. Left side, it is again Delaney Scharf in the corner. Back over to Ash. Ash in the left corner. Top of the key to Ashland Scharf. Open right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Delaney Scharf gets the rebound. Kicks it left side to Ash. Ash left wing for 3. That's off the back of the rim as well. Long rebound. Keel stumbling down. Saves it back to Ashland Scharf. And the Warriors maintain possession, but they continue to struggle from the field. Ashland Scharf brings it baseline. Euro step, drives in the right-handed layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Warriors lead by 19.
But when a team's struggling and the legs are tired, That's exactly what they need to do. Look to attack the glass. You can shoot layups on tired legs. You can get to the free throw line. And obviously the outside shots just aren't falling tonight. Nice drive there by Ashlyn Sharp to get the scoring started again here for the Warriors.
Both teams shot about 20% in the first half, and that shooting has continued. Second free throw there, the free throw rather, completes the three-point play, I should say. And the Warriors now lead by 20 at 30-10. Sodawasser in the backcourt. 3 minutes to go in our third quarter. Sodawasser, good job stepping through, but gets it back to Willie. They better hurry. Shot clock's down to 26. And here is Willie, knocked away by Sharp. Delaney Sharp picked the pocket, drives in and scores the layup. So that time they finish on the fast break attempt. They lead by 22.
Well, and that shot clock was running down, and that's one of those situations. Don't foul. Let that continue to happen, and don't bail him out with a foul.
Willie gets it ahead to Reimer. Reimer beats the pressure. Tried to go left side. Intercepted by Fikert again. Eagles get out of sorts with the offensive end, and they turn it over. Lone has it back out on top. Right side to Ashlyn Sharp. Sharp, top of the key, to Delaney Sharp on the right wing. Brings it, free throw line, drives in, takes a contested shot, banks it in, but they're going to wave it off. She was fouled on the floor on the drive in. I will say this. This has been better played this second half as far as fouls. We don't have the reaching we did earlier.
Yeah, it's a little cleaner on fouls. I think both coaches hopefully emphasize that in the halftime speech. But still, the shooting has not improved, and we're going to have a timeout here, Dan, by Clayton Ridge.
32-10. The Eagles have not scored in this quarter. They take a timeout. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
So in this quarter, and again, Central hasn't been lights out offensively, but they've outscored Clayton Ridge 9-0 in this third quarter.
Well, they've only given up 3 shot attempts for the Clayton Ridge Eagles, so the defense is doing it tonight for the Warriors. Offense just a little struggle.
Inbounds, it will be Delaney Sharp back out on top to Ash. Ash left side to Grace Keel. Keel in the lane to Ashlyn Sharp, and again, threw the pass at the feet. No chance to get that, and the Warriors turned it over on the inbounds, but they were trying to get something in the lane.
And that ball just rocketed through Ashlyn Sharp's legs because there was no chance of her touching that.
Deitmeyer to Millard. Millard to Reimer in the offensive end. Waits for a guard to come help out. Instead goes on top to Deitmeyer, but now they get it to the guard in Willie. So Clayton Ridge with the basketball. Willie back over left side to Millard. 2 minutes left in our third quarter. And again, back over to left side. They try to go to Sodawasser. Overshot. Picked up by Ash. Here's an easy layup at the other end, and she misses it. She left it short. And another fast break opportunity missed by the Warriors. Willie right side launches up the 3, aired it out. Reimer the offensive rebound, put back, leaves it short. Deitmeyer, no good, the shot is blocked. Put back there, blocked by Delaney Sharp. And the rebound pulled down by the Warriors. And the Eagles miss out on some great looks.
Oh my gosh, those were point blank and nobody able to finish.
And this thing is like a hot potato right now as Kummer tried to go into the lane and just never got her hands on the ball, and the Warriors turn it over, just not crisp on offense. Millard stops the dribble. Back over on top to Willie. We approach 1 minute in our third quarter. The Eagles are almost 16 minutes plus without a field goal. Millard, right side to Willie. Willie drives in, pulls up on the wing, 12-foot jump shot, left it short off the side of the rim. Delaney Sharp gets the rebound. She's got numbers ahead, gets it ahead to Kummer, scores the right-handed layup, up and in. I knew she was going to make that one. Can't miss out on that many opportunities.
Yeah, they've been to that rack so many times. Left it short, left it long. Nice finish that time by Gracie Kummer.
Inside a minute left here. Millard straddles the center court line and able to go to Deitmeyer. Left side back to Reimer. 34-10. Central in the lead. Millard with it left side. Deitmeyer double teamed in the lane and a foul from behind by Delaney Sharp. You know, the Eagles got off to a pretty decent start offensively because they were able to go high, low post, and they just haven't been able to get into it.
Well, and the Warriors have recognized that. After the first couple of passes that they did that, they really locked down on Deitmeyer and even on Reimer at that high post. That high-low post pass is no longer there.
Checking out, Delaney Scharf along with Ash. Frieden comes back in, and Lexi Lone back into the ballgame. Pierce out of bounds along the baseline, takes it left side, inbounds to Deitmeyer. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Deitmeyer trying to go right side to Millard. It's intercepted by Frieden. Another turnover by the Eagles. Frieden offensively, and then Pierce a reach-in foul. These were the fouls that we have eliminated in the second half because there was no chance to steal that ball. That's just a reach-in foul. And the Warriors, with the shot clock off, can work for the final shot if they choose with 28 seconds left in the third.
That's just one of those, my legs are tired, I'm going to stick my hand out instead of continuing to move my feet.
Frieden inbounds, Kummer gets it just off the lane to the left side, on top to Grace Keel. Drives in the lane, pulls up, a little 6-foot shot, banks it well long. Rebound deflected out of there, and Grace Keel able to race along the sideline and pick it up there on the right wing. So the Warriors maintain possession, and they will now work for the final shot. Ashlyn Scharf backs it up to the volleyball line with 10 seconds to go. Left side to Frieden. Frieden with it now, stops the dribble, left side to Ashlyn Scharf. She's going to take a three, left wing, on its way, got it in the closing seconds of the third quarter. So the Warriors throw a donut defensively, outscoring the Eagles 14-0 in the quarter. They lead by 27 as we go to the fourth at 37-20. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
At Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc., Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Bruins and James Insurance, Your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin, and Furniture Showcase and Oilwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
So it's 37-10, 27-point lead for Central. They outscore the Eagles 14-0 in that third quarter. A couple of scores to pass along. North Fayette Valley girls lead Southwind 38-12 in the third quarter. The Edco girls lead Maquoketa Valley 24-22. That game is at the half. And we'll continue to update you on all those games across the area tonight. As Frieden, along with Lone, Fikert, Kummer, and Ashlyn Scharf start the quarter. And it is a reach-in foul committed there by Elmira Millard, reaching in for her third foul.
And just, there's nothing to gain there. The ball handler is going towards the corner, away from the hoop, and you just put your hands on her and push her to the ground.
By the way, Springville and Starmont is now a final at 65-18. Springville defeated Starmont. Scharf, right side, try to go to Lone in the right block area, and there's a 3-second violation on the Warriors. Kummer in the lane too soon. For the Eagles, it'll be Pierce, Deitmeyer, Reimer, also out there Willie, and Millard. They have not scored a field goal in 16-plus minutes. Backcourt area, Millard to Pierce. Pierce, right side to Willie in the offensive end, tries to go to Reimer, catches it inside the right block. Nice feed over to Millard. Her left-handed layup off the front of the rim, no good. Deitmeyer the rebound, put back up and in. Scored it from the left side, and the Eagles finally rewarded with good effort getting some points here in the second half.
Yeah, finally able to get something started, and here's another turnover by the Warriors.
Another turnover as Frieden drove in, carried the basketball, driving down the middle of the lane. And the Warriors, even though not their A game tonight offensively, still lead by 25.
Yeah, I think right now it's the defensive effort is what you have to applaud for the Warriors tonight.
Pierce ahead in the offensive end to Millard. Millard in the lane. Deitmeyer gets it on the left block. Nice feed over right side there to Reimer, but her shot goes off the back of the rim. Nice ball movement along the left block to right block. But the Eagles, their struggles continue to again show from the field. Ashlyn Scharf walked right into a double team and is tied up. It is a jump ball, and the ball goes back to the Eagles, and that's a turnover for the Warriors.
That's going to go down as another turnover. The Warriors are up to 18 turnovers. the Clayton Ridge Eagles up to 33 turnovers. So both teams just not strong with the basketball, not crisp at all tonight. Just kind of a slushy effort.
What is our shooting percentage here as Delaney Scharf knocks the pass away from Millard, and it's still picked up by the Eagles. They maintain possession. Deitmeyer right side to Willie in the offensive end. Because the Eagles, that was their first field goal since the first quarter. Deitmeyer, tough shot in the lane, a lot of traffic, banked it long, had a good look though. Frieden got the rebound, muscles it away from the left side. Back in the offensive end is Central. Right side, Delaney Scharf drives in. As she drives in, fouled on the drive in, getting into the lane. As aggressive as we have seen her in the half court, she'll go to the free throw line for 2. What is our shooting percentage right now?
Central is shooting 12 of 39 right now. And Clayton,
which is actually an improvement from the first half.
From the first half. And the Eagles for the game are shooting 3 of 23. So not strong on either end.
So you're talking about there a shooting percentage of about 15% for Clayton Ridge, and Central at a 30% clip. Delaney Scharf misses the free throw. Second free throw on its way there, and that one is no good. Missed it from left to right, and that is a rarity.
This is one of those nights for her. Just the shot is off a little bit.
And again, back in the offensive end, it's Clayton Ridge. Willie has it right side, back out on top to Pierce. So the Eagles would like a little bit of flow going offensively here. Get back to that inside game. Here's a pass, and there's a 3-second violation on Clayton Ridge. Deitmeyer is in the lane, just anchored in there off the left side, and that is another turnover. Turnovers have been the story for Clayton Ridge, which has really just stopped them from getting any flow going offensively.
Well, and the pressure from the Warriors have been forcing them out of sorts, but then no flow, not able to get anything started. It's just compounded it, and those turnovers are just tearing them apart.
Frieden, right side, the pass is deflected out of there in the sideline area, and the ball goes out of bounds back to Central. Sodawasser checks into the ball game for the Eagles. Millard checks out. We mentioned Clayton Ridge. They've got Turkey Valley coming up, MFL Marmac on Tuesday night. Turkey Valley scheduled tomorrow. We should say that game's probably weather permitting. You see a lot of the good things they're doing defensively, but it has been an offensive struggle tonight. Scharf, that's Delaney Scharf, open left wing for 3, short. Ashlyn Scharf gets the rebound, drives in right side, put back, it is up, it is in, foul, count the basket. And a 3-point opportunity for Ashlyn Scharf.
And a rare offensive rebound. Neither of these teams have been crashing the boards very hard on the offensive end. So nice job by Ashlyn Scharf getting that rebound, taking it right back to the rack, getting the foul, and making sure she makes the basket to extend their lead.
Fikert and Lone check out. Grace Keel comes back in along with Ash for Central. And this is a chance for Ashlyn Scharf to finish the 3-point play, and she does. So it's now 40-12. To be honest with you, Clayton Ridge's goal was to hold Central at around 40. They thought if that was the case, we had a shot to be in the ball game. Pierce brings it right side in the offensive end, back over to Willie. Willie with it, stops the dribble, back out on top to Sodawasser, does a good job tracking it down. Sodawasser then double team, needs a little help, and able to go to Willie. Willie trying to go in the lane, underneath to Deitmeyer, intercepted by Frieden. Tough pass there against the arms of Central. Frieden back in the offensive end, right side to Ash. Open, right side, fires up the 3, cupped in and out, no good. Offensive rebound left side, Delaney Scharf puts it up and in, and the Warriors lead by 30 right now, their biggest lead of the night.
And it never really felt like that big of a lead, but all of a sudden, Clayton Ridge's offensive struggles continue, and Central keeps pulling away a little at a time.
Willie brings it across the timeline into the offensive end as we approach the 5-minute mark in our fourth quarter. Stops the dribble, goes right side to Reimer. Reimer tried to step through a double team and a reach-in foul committed there by Central. And for the Eagles, it's just been hard to move the ball in the half court quickly against the Central defense.
I think that's part of it. They aren't making those quicker decisions, so giving Central a chance to double team, crash on it, step in those passing lanes, and nothing's been working.
Pierce inbounds, has it right sideline on top to Sodawasser. Tried to go again in the lane, but it's intercepted by Ashlyn Scharf. She leads Delaney Scharf, who drives in and scores the layup. Pierce, good job staying away, and the Warriors want a timeout. They're in control now, 44-12. Timeout Central. Let's take this break.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Welcome back to Elkader. Central taking a timeout. They lead by 32. By the way, we've been informed here that the Clayton Ridge Turkey Valley games moved to next Thursday already.
Okay, good.
So they were scheduled to play tomorrow, but again, we know what the forecast calls for, and we had issues tonight weather-wise, but getting these games in here tonight, all the games going on across the area tonight. 44-12, meanwhile, Central takes a timeout, and they continue with the same group on the court. Geider checked in during that break for the Warriors. Now they get it to Millard on the right block. Nice feed over to Deitmeyer. Her shot no good, but fouled by Ash recovering. Again, when the Eagles get it into the lane, good things happen, but it's just been few and far between tonight.
Well, and Central backed off on the full court pressure, trying to focus on that half-court defense, but that interior pass has been really effective for the Eagles. You know, either post to post, guard to post on a drive, but they have to get into that offensive set before they can make those passes.
Deitmeyer's free throw. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Another opportunity. It was 13-8 at the end of the first quarter. And since that point, Central has outscored Clayton Ridge 31-4. Second free throw good. Deitmeyer 1 of 2. 44-13 is our score. Central in the lead. And here's full court pressure by the Eagles. Back in the offensive end, Delaney Scharf. Scharf left side to Ash as they beat the pressure. Back out on top to Grace Keel. Keel with it. Brings it right side to Frieden along the right baseline. Back out on top to Ashlyn Scharf. Scharf right side, going to take a baseline three-pointer long. Grazed the left side of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Millard, and then a reach-in foul committed by Delaney Scharf. That's the fifth foul on Central. Again, it's been better. As of right now, we're not into the bonus, though the Eagles have committed 6. That's the third on Delaney Scharf.
Yeah, both these teams are kind of on that precipice, but so far, much better play here in the second half.
Willie brings it across the timeline. Halfway through our fourth quarter, only thing left to decide the final score of this game. And in the lane, Deitmeyer. A reverse feed over to Millard, who drives in and banks it up and in from the right side. Again, got it to the post, then a nice feed over to the right side.
Yeah, post to post, nice pass, nice finish.
Delaney Scharf drives in, pulls up 15-footer. That shot no good. Missed it off the back of the rim. Millard gets the rebound off the right side. So it's 44-15 here in the fourth quarter. Back over to Geider. Central has went girl-to-girl defense since that timeout. Geider stops the dribble, and then a reach-in foul committed by Grace Keel. So that was right in front of the official. She was trying to tie her up. Our official says we've got a foul. That's the 6th committed there by the Warriors.
So we're going to be shooting free throws from here on out. Hopefully it doesn't come to a free throw shooting contest. Game's been running a little long with all these fouls in the first half and the turnovers.
Substitutions. Deitmeyer checks out for Clayton Ridge. Into the game for them is Reimer. Also for Central, they have made a substitution as well, as Keel checked out of the game for them. Cummer comes back in. In the lane, Millard has the shot blocked by Frieden, and actually Delaney Scharf. Rebound there by Central, and a reach-in foul over top by Clayton Ridge. We will hit the bonus and go to the other end, and Central will shoot free throws, which really was much of their offense in the first half.
It was. You know, they shot 10 of 18 free throws in the first half, 4 of 8 in the first, or 6 of 10 in the first quarter, 4 of 8 in the second quarter. They've only been there once in the third, so getting to the free throw line is part of their offense.
Yeah, the Eagles have really kind of made them earn it a little bit more this second half. Cummer's free throw on its way. It is good. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Warriors lead by 30 on their way to improving to 17-1, but more importantly, 13-0 in the conference. They are running away with the Upper Iowa Conference. Second free throw, it is good as well. Back to a 31-point lead, equaling their biggest lead of the night. But even though this is their 5th game in 7 days, defensively, a lot of good things tonight for Central. Really set the tone for them.
And Coach Wiley's going to have to build off of that. You know, the offense will come back when those legs come back, but defensively did a nice job.
Tried to go in the lane. Sodawasser did too. Reimer, but intercepted by Ashlyn Scharf. Frieden leads the break. Frieden kicks into the corner. Right side, Delaney Scharf. Right side for 3. Circled in and out. No good. Rebound pulled down by Geider off the right side. Touched every part of the rim and rolled out. Inside 3 minutes left in our fourth. Geider steps into a three, left side off the back of the rim, no good. And Ashlyn Scharf gets the rebound. Warriors want to run. Head of the pack, Delaney Scharf drives in, bodied there by Sodawasser. Sodawasser realized that this is a challenge. I'm a freshman and thrown into major minutes here, guarding a senior in the conference's leading scorer. Let's just put her on the line.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for her, and Sodawasser's going to foul out of this ball game. That's her 5th foul. So a tough job for her tonight, trying to face guard Delaney Scharf, trying to keep her off the glass, trying to keep her from shooting.
And the Eagles only have a couple of freshmen on their roster, so they've been trying to get them minutes whenever they can, and Sodawasser's had to log some major minutes tonight as Scharf hits the first free throw. And certainly a growing learning experience as you see Coach Domeyer continuing to talk with the freshman guard on the sideline. Free throw there is good, and it's now 48-15, and the Eagles are going to go a little deeper into their bench here in the final 2:45. Back over left side, that's Ava Beck. Pass intercepted by Kummer. Kummer stops the dribble as she brings it into the timeline, left side to Ashlyn Scharf. So Scharf brings it back out on top to Ash. Warriors are going to hit 50 in this ball game and really not hit their stride offensively, I don't think, tonight. Right side to Fikert. Fikert, Delaney Scharf in the right corner. Brings it back over to Ashlyn Scharf. Back over to Delaney on the right wing. Feeds it left side to Kummer. Intercepted by Millard. Millard anticipated the pass. Another turnover by the Warriors in the half court. And now Clayton Ridge, just a substitution timeout. I believe Central may take advantage of this. Let's see. Yeah, Central's going to go to their bench,
they're
too.
They're gonna go to their bench as well. So a good timeout here. Get some other girls on the court, and we're gonna stay here until they get that sorted out.
Jamila H., the exchange student, is into the ball game for Clayton Ridge. She scored a couple of baskets the last game we did against North Fayette Valley. Millard, Reimer, Deitmeyer all check out. Ava Beck has checked back into the game for the Warriors, or for the Eagles. And also in there is number 32 as well, and Kara Pont, who is a freshman. Again, the Eagles don't have a JV team, so trying to get these freshmen any kind of minutes that they can. Central has went to their bench. Fikert back in along with Lone. Also in there is number 23, and that is Michaela Erickson, a 5'3 junior. Also in there is number 20, and Brooklyn Amsden. Right side, the shot taken there by Pont. No good, missed it from the left wing. Geider got the weak side rebound, misses the putback, and then the ball intercepted by Beck as Fikert tried to lead her offensively. She misses the shot. Geider gets the rebound and then fouled on the reach in by Erickson with 1:48 to go. So these kids continuing to work at it. At the free throw line will be Geider, and she will have a 1-1. 1:48 left here in our fourth quarter. Only thing left to decide the final score.
Yeah, just some you talked about young girls out on the court for both of these teams, getting a chance to play. You know, with Clayton Ridge not having a JV team, that means Central's JV didn't play tonight either.
Free throw by Geider, pops in and out. Willie gets the offensive rebound, put back, banks it up and in from the left side. Good hustle there by Willie, still playing hard, and it's back to a 31-point lead for Central. If you're the Eagles here, at this point, 90 seconds to go, you don't want to be 35-pointed. Back over to Erickson. Erickson tried to go across the lane, intercepted by Beck. Tried to go to Fikert. How many turnovers for both these teams tonight?
That's 21 for Central and 38 for the Eagles.
Right side, Pont. Pont, left side, takes a 15-footer left side, rolled around, touched every part of the rim, rolls out to the left. It is no good. The Warriors looks like they may get close to their average of points per game at 53 points a game. Erickson to Kummer on the right block. Back to Erickson. Erickson goes back to Kummer, right sideline, brings it baseline, steps between two defenders, uses the left hand from the right side up and in. Inside a minute to go, and here's more subs coming into the game for Central. As they are everybody's going to get a play tonight for both these teams. Number 3 into the ball game, Oakley Armstrong, a 5'3 freshman. Also in there is number 52 coming into our ball. And do you have that on the roster tonight?
52? I don't have a 52.
Try to find out who that is. Number 32 into the ball game, Brooke Teeden, a 5'9 sophomore. Number 12 into the game, Katie Royer as well. And now I believe what happened here. We have a violation, perhaps?
Yeah, they're talking about it. They're going to see if this is an over and back. And I don't know if she had established in the front court, but he called it over and back, and it wasn't.
53 seconds to go. The ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. Okay.
Give the ball back to Clayton Ridge. They were fine. Just an early whistle there. By
our officiating crew continuing to work on things. That's good to see. Good communication between those guys. Willie in the offensive end trying to go right side of the ball is knocked out of there. 52. We're trying to find out who number 52 is for Central in this ball game. So
yeah, that's the only one we don't know. We don't have her.
And it is a Kepler. Macy
Macy
Kepler.
Kepler.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. That's Eva Embrenson, the third member of our crew tonight, running the camera up here. And now apparently in charge of the roster moves as well. Back out on top, it is Teeden. Left side, they working on the wing there to Armstrong. Armstrong, right side, back into Royer. Royer tried to reverse it along the baseline, and it's intercepted by Geider. Inside 30 seconds to go. Geider back out on top to Beck. Willie in the offensive end. So Clayton Ridge has MFL Marmac on Tuesday night in their next ball game. Then Turkey Valley on Thursday. For Central, by the way, they are at Turkey Valley coming up on the, they are home with Turkey Valley on the 31st. Back offensively, Eagles turn it over. Down to 6 seconds to go. Let's get out of here. As Teeden drives in right side, reverses it over on the wing to Armstrong. Back over, top of the key, Armstrong for three off the front of the rim, and the game comes to an end. Central, their fifth game in 7 days, and they bounced back from their performance last night as they suffered their first loss of the season against Waukon, but defensively, they held the Eagles without a field goal for 2 quarters. They win by a final score of 50-17. With the win, the Warriors now 17-1, 13-0 in the conference. The Eagles drop to 5-13. They are 4-8 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats in the Chalk Talk for the Boys game coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bacon Concrete in Postville and Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
Warriors win by a final score of 50-17. Coach Hammond, take us through the individual totals, and let's start with Central.
Central was led tonight by Delaney Sharp with 16 points, 15 points for Gracie Kummer, 11 points for Ashlyn Sharp, 4 points for Haley Frieden, 2 points for Grace Keel, and 2 points for Hannah Ash. 50 points on the night. They had 22 turnovers. For the Eagles, they had 5 points out of Deitmeyer, 4 points out of Millard, another 4 points out of Willie, 2 points out of Geider, and 2 points out of Sodawasser. 17 points tonight, 39 turnovers, and that says a lot for the night.
Yeah, they did not score in the second or third quarter, did not score from the field either one of those quarters. All right, other updates. Postville leads Key High at the half, 22-20. MFL Marmac leads West Central at the half, 23-20. North Fayette Valley leads South Wind entering the fourth, 50-20. Maquoketa Valley leading Edco at the half, 24-22. Springville defeated Starmont by a final score of 65-18. A break. When we return, the Chalk Talk for the Boys game coming up next.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Guttenberg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkies in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
It's time now for the Eagle Warrior boys game. The Clayton Ridge boys have been off since Monday. They are well rested and ready to get back on track. They won a hard-fought game in the first matchup against the Warriors. For Central, the Warriors enter on a 5-game winning streak, their best stretch of the season. They have looked forward to this rematch. The Eagles pulled away late to win the first matchup back in December. Here's the rematch. Clayton Ridge and Central. The Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop into Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business with locations in Guttenberg, Postville, and Waukon. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
No trip to Northeast Iowa is complete without a visit to the Turkey River Mall in Elkader. Browse and shop through 4 levels with over 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end, and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, books, toys, crafts, rocks, and minerals, and think custom apparel. Visit our updated website at turkeyrivermall.com or like and share our Facebook page.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage. Coach, your team now 11-5, 8-3 in the conference. Dropped a non-conference affair to Maquoketa Valley on Monday night, 47-36. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, unfortunately, the first half has, similar to some of our previous games, which has been a trend for us getting off to slow starts. We've been really talking and thinking, is it coincidence? Is it more us? Is it more the opponents? But we've had several games the last few weeks where we've given up 15-plus points in the first quarter. So Mac Valley scored 18 or 19. We're down 13 at half. And then once again, we're on a really nice run. We had it to 3 with about 5 or 6 minutes left, and then we just couldn't get any closer. So played great defense. Just got to a slow start.
All right, so now let's get ready for tonight's ball game. Run down the starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, we'll be the same as we've been for a majority of the year with seniors. Actually, all 5 are seniors. Kyler Millard, Keaton Reimer, Caden Helly, Kurt Ross, and Gavin Mosier.
And I know some kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, it's varied at times. Nate Meyer's been playing the most minutes off the bench. Been moving him around with different positions. And then depending on the night, Ashton Teasy, Tegan Palmer, and Carson Dudley, sometimes it's minimal or not at all. Sometimes it's a few more. But they've been really good guys coming off the bench and doing whatever we ask.
All right, turning our attention to Central. I know you defeated the Warriors earlier back in December. Had a good, strong fourth quarter to win that ball game. What do you know about the Warriors?
Yeah, playing really well. I think they've won 5 in a row. You look at since Christmas break, they've done a lot of good things. Even in, I know, like for example, Southwind, they came up short, but they played them really tough. Their perimeter shooting can be tough. I mean, some of those games they've hit 8-9. I think there was a game where they hit 10 threes. So they're playing really well. It's on their home court, and I'm sure they're looking forward to the matchup as well.
All right, keys in the ball game, and obviously getting off to a fast start. I take it as one of the keys.
Yeah, it's so hard to stress that to your kids because if you don't get off to that fast start, you don't want them looking up and saying, "Oh boy, here we go, we blew that one again." But in our eyes, we need a better start, and then from there, just defensively, we've been fine. We are going to touch on offensive flow. It's like one of our keys tonight, where we get either stagnant in the half court or we stop looking at the rim and making kind of lackadaisical turnovers. So I guess our 2 keys is play our defense and just a little better offensive flow, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage on his Eagle team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
You have years of memories in your home, the most valuable things you'll ever own. Let us help you protect what matters most. West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent while protecting your home, car, truck, boat, motorcycle, snowmobile, and more. All with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact Tom Gifford, Kevin Lauer, Michael Beck, agents with Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader at 245-1360.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today. We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, your team now 7-9, 4-7 in the conference. Won your 5th in a row, defeating Postville Tuesday night, 56-52. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was kind of a unique situation playing Postville 2 times in 3 days there. First quarter was kind of a slow start for both teams. They won that one 7-6. Kind of a slow-moving game, slow-paced. Second quarter, they were able to extend the lead out. We went into the halftime break down 6. Third quarter, right away, they kind of extended out to 10 points there. But to our guys' credit, they chipped away, got it to within 5 to start the fourth, and then we were able to have our best quarter in the fourth and come away with a victory.
All right, so you guys continue to roll here. Let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, tonight we'll have Caden Erickson, Dan McGreal as our guards. Elliot Kelly and Tate Behrens will be in the middle for us. And we'll probably have to start Isaac Lone, a freshman, for the first time this season. Gabe Erickson, kind of our regular starter, has been down with the sickness, but we're hoping to get him back today and have him off the bench.
Yeah, and he's been averaging about 7 points a ball game for you. Some of the other kids coming off the bench for you then.
Yeah, senior Isaac Wellendorf, Sam Fraley, Corey Shantz will all probably get some minutes there, and then we'll have some underclassmen, Vaughn Zittergreen and Jake Carratramp possibly get minutes as well.
All right, let's talk about Clayton Ridge now. I know you dropped a decision to them back in December, a ball game in which they pulled away in the fourth quarter. What do you kind of know about the Eagles?
Yeah, senior-led team, well-coached team. It starts with the Mosier and Helly kid. They do a lot for them on both ends of the court. We fully expect the 1-3-1 half-court defense. They kind of hang their hat on that. They do a good job in the half-court. We'll have to move the ball, especially against that 1-3-1. We'll take transition offense when it's there. But mainly we just got to identify shooters on the defensive end. I know Helly had quite a few against us the first time around, so we got to identify where him and Mosier are at.
All right, some of the other things you want to see out of your team in this ball game then.
Yeah, you mentioned we tied them through 3 quarters the first time around, and then our foul trouble really caught up with us. So we got to make sure we're not getting in early foul trouble. Turnovers are going to be key. You said how we've kind of rattled off 5 wins here. We've done a really good job of improving those numbers. We've been under 15, I think, the last 6 or 7 games, which will be crucial for tonight because when they get turnovers, they get those live ball transition opportunities, and we got to do our best to make them score in the half court.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thanks, Dan.
Central basketball coach Brady Stramer and his Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foley, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Agent Laney Keel, your New York Life Insurance Company agent in Garnavillo, TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Elkader. Welcome back to game number 2 with Central and Clayton Ridge. Earlier tonight, Central girls victorious. Final score of that ball game, they win by a final score of 50-17. Springville beat Starmont 65-18. Keyhigh leads Postville. These, again, are all girls' scores. 36-35 at the end of 3. MFL Marmac leads West Central at the half, 23-20. North Fayette Valley leading South Wind 50-20 in the 4th. And it was Maquoketa Valley leading Edco now, 46-35 going into the 4th. Let's get ready for our boys' game with Central and Clayton Ridge now, Coach Hammond.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we talked about a little bit halftime in the girls' game. Central's playing better. I mean, they're on a win streak, obviously, playing better ball. Clayton Ridge still struggling sometimes in the offensive set. So if Central can get some things going offensively, they need to shoot well, play some half-court defense, make free throws. I think they're in this ball game. For Clayton Ridge, pressure. It all starts with pressure, making Central uncomfortable, getting good looks, crashing the glass, and I think they need to make free throws.
Can Central handle the 1-3-1 of Clayton Ridge defensively and force this Clayton Ridge team to work things around offensively? Not let them get runouts, not let them get fast break opportunities. Clayton Ridge offensively is led by Gavin Mosier, over 14 points a ball game. Caden Helly averages nearly 12 points a ball game. Keaton Reimer at 7.6 points a ball game. Meanwhile, for Central, their leading scorer is Dan McGreal, averaging over 15.5. You have Elliot Kelly at about 7.5. Gabe Erickson at 7.5 points per ball game. Team-wise here, both these teams average 51 points a game. So, again, similar numbers offensively.
Right, and I think we talked about the defense forcing turnovers. That could be a difference in this ball game as well.
Aaron Reinhardt is our public address announcer and ready to go with the starting lineups for game number 2 with Central and Clayton Ridge. Let's go courtside now to a public address announcer and starting lineups here for game number 2. They are ready at the scorer's table. As the music is going to come to an end there.
Basketball fans, welcome to the second half of tonight's Upper Iowa Conference basketball game. Throughout tonight's game, sportsmanship expectations of the Iowa High School Athletic Association will be followed. It is the clear obligation of contestants, coaches, and spectators to practice the highest principles of sportsmanship and ethics of competition. The visiting team tonight is the Eagles of Clayton Ridge. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your Central Warriors. Our starting lineups this evening for the Eagles, a senior, number 20, Kurt Ross. For the Warriors, a freshman, number 2, Isaac Lone. For the Eagles, a senior, number 22, Kyler Millard. For the Warriors, a senior, number 5, Caden Erickson. For the Eagles, a senior, number 24, Keaton Reimer. For the Warriors, a senior, number 20, Dan McGreal. For the Eagles, a senior, number 34, Gavin Mosier. For the Warriors, a senior, number 24, Elliot Kelly. And for the Eagles, a senior, number 35, Caden Helly. For the Warriors, a senior, number 44, Tate Barnes. Coaching for the Eagles tonight, head coach Kyle Spearschlage, assisted by Ben Backus. Coaching for Central, head coach Brady Stramer, assisted by Blake Rodenberg. Our officials this evening are Joe Gibbs, Dennis Sadler, and Wayne Schneer.
Thank you very much there, Mr. Reinhardt. Here we go. Game number 2. The Eagles wearing their away camouflage uniforms there, and Central their home whites with the white in Central and the red trim. Barnes to jump it up for Central, that's no relation. Reimer to jump it up for Clayton Ridge. Let's get to game number 2 tonight.
And maybe the crowds will wake up. They were pretty quiet in the girls' game. I hope they get involved here the second game.
And we expect a good boys ball game tonight. Another girls final. North Fayette Valley has defeated South Wind tonight, 58-21. Reimer again to jump it up along with Barnes. Tip into the backcourt, controlled by the Eagles, and we are underway. Central will come out in a 2-3 zone. Millard has it left side to Helly. Helly on the left wing area, back out on top to Ross. So just underway with our second game tonight. Mosier, top of the key. Brings it left side to Helly. Helly on the left wing. As the Eagles will look for something in the high post area, they get it there with Ross. Ross in the lane, left side to Reimer. Knocked away by Kelly, but he saves it back over to Millard. Shot clock inside 10. Millard left side for 3. Aired it out short. Rebound trying to save it out of bounds. Mosier runs out of room along the right baseline. Good hustle there, but the ball goes back to the Warriors. And a winning percentage, I should say defensive set the first time for the Warriors.
Yeah, nice defensive set for the Warriors. That's a positive. Now they got to handle this 1-3-1.
Right side in the offensive end is Kelly. Gives him another ball handler. He drives in, swings it right side alone, just off the elbow. 15-footer. It is good right side. So the Warriors attack the 1-3-1, and they strike first.
And the freshman Isaac Lone knocked down a big basket to start the scoring for the Warriors.
At left side, Millard to Helly on the wing. Baseline to Reimer. Reimer reverses it right side to Millard. Open right wing. Lines up the 3. Got it from the right side. The Eagles' question has always been, who's the consistent number 3 scorer? And Millard steps up and hits a shot from the outside. Lone back out on top to Kelly. Kelly drives down, banks shot from the left side, banks it up and in using the right hand. Strong move by Kelly. Good flow to this one already.
And Kelly got to the basket so quickly, so nice attack against that zone.
Millard left side to Mosier, left wing for 3, banks it, actually hit the side of the rim, kicks to the corner, and it's picked up by Reimer. Reimer back over on top there to Helly, so Mosier just along on that 3-point attempt. Back over right wing, Ross on top to Mosier. Mosier, free throw line, Millard, jump shot, free throw line, facing the basket, no good. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Barnes at the free throw line for the Warriors. Back offensively, that is Erickson. Baseline to Barnes. Baseline, 8-foot baseline shot, long. Kind of a tough angle along the right baseline. Had to shoot it around the backboard, short on the shot.
Yeah, we had a great angle on that. He was a little behind the basket, but still got a great shot off.
2 minutes in, tied at 4. Reimer has it in the right wing. Back out on top to Ross. Ross, top of the key to Mosier, left side to Caden Helly. Helly in the lane to Ross, takes the little jump shot just inside the elbow. Left foot shot there, up and in, and it's 6-4. The Eagles here take their first lead.
Yeah, nice little shot in the lane out of Kurt Ross.
Right side to Kelly. Kelly brings it baseline, now drives in, leans into Helly, banks it up and in just off the right block. Remember, Kelly missed some time earlier this season for the Warriors.
He did. He's been a great addition when he came back from that injury.
Back out on top, Mosier, left side to Helly, tied at 6, 2.5 minutes in. Mosier, wraparound pass to Reimer, try to throw it to him inside the right block area, overshot him, and the Eagles turn it over in the half court. Clayton Ridge scored just 36 points in the ball game against Maquoketa Valley on Monday night. So hoping for better offensive days ahead, but this is a different team facing tonight. Right side, Erickson, Caden Erickson that is, on top to Kelly. Kelly drives down, kicks it right side to Caden Erickson. Baseline, reverse pass to McGreal. McGreal to Lone. Lone in the left corner, pops free, left wing, 15-footer, leaves the shot long. Millard gets the rebound off the left for the Eagles. Back offensively is Helly. Good job by Central getting back. Ross, baseline pass, tried to go to Reimer, intercepted by Kelly. Eagles turned it over in the half court again. Back across the timeline, McGreal. Clayton Ridge, 1-3-1. As driving in the lane is Kelly, kicks it in the corner to Lone. Lone on top to McGreal, his first touch. Right side to Caden Erickson, right wing for 3. Aired it out long, he was open, rushed the shot, and Ross the rebound off the air ball. No stoppage, 3.5 minutes in.
Oh, we've had great flow to this ball game, and I tell you what, the leading scorer for Central hasn't touched it much.
Reimer, right side, stops and pops, 12 feet away right side, gave a little pump fake, brought it back towards the lane, hits the jump shot, and the Warriors lead actually 7-6 right now. It is the Eagles in the lead halfway through the opening quarter. On top, Kelly. Kelly, left side to Lone. Back over to McGreal. He's open left side. Fires up the 3. Aired it out long. The Warriors are a feast or famine 3-point team. There's nights when that looks like an ocean there, but so far they've shot a couple of air ball 3-pointers.
Yeah, not going to have those open looks against this aggressive defense by the Eagles, so they're going to have to get their shots where they can get them.
First substitution of the night for Clayton Ridge is Nate Meyer. He's a senior, his first appearance, checking in for Ross. Mosier, right wing. Free throw line. There's in off the elbow. Caden Helly. Shot circled around, popped out of there. Touched every part of the rim, spun out, and the loose rebound picked up by the Warriors. Good look against that zone. Left side, Lone in the corner, try to go in the lane, intercepted by Reimer. Reimer dropped down in that 1-3-1 on the entry pass to, again, trying to go to Barons.
Yeah, a little different look on this 1-3-1. Mosier not as big on the outside.
Millard loses the basketball, picked up by Caden Erickson, then a reach-in foul committed by Millard. So the Eagles just sloppy with the basketball on top, and it goes back to Central. That is our first stoppage 4.5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, good flow to this game.
How about that?
Yeah, a little different look here to the 1-3-1, not extending it as much as they have in the past.
Right side, it will be Kelly, inbounds to McGreal. McGreal's open right side, launches up the three, got it from the right wing. Sweet left-handed shot, and the Warriors go back up 9-7. Back across the timeline, Caden Helly. Right side to Mosier. Mosier back out on top. They swing it left side now. And that is again Caden Helly on the left sideline. Back out on top to Millard. 3-minute mark of our first quarter. Mosier left side to Millard on the wing. Millard back out on top here to Caden Helly. Helly, again, he'll go inside outside, as will Mosier. Mosier in the lane. Millard puts it on the floor, swings it left side. Caden Helly left wing for three. Got it. So again, you went inside, kicked it to the wing for the open three.
Yeah, good ball movement that time by the Eagles. In and out and moving that ball so well.
And they lead by a score of 10-9, retaking the lead. Kelly along the far sideline has the ball knocked away as he tried to push it up the sideline, and it goes back to the Warriors. Warriors make their first substitutions. Lone and Barons check out. Into the game is number 30, and that is Gabe Erickson, a junior, checking into the game, making his first appearance, and also in as well is Sam Fraley. Fraley has it left side. Fraley is a senior. McGreal swings it right side to Caden Erickson. Baseline, reverses it to Fraley, top of the key. Back over to McGreal. Right wing, Caden Erickson, right side for three. That's short. Long rebound, clears to the right. I think Kelly got part of the arm as Ross does a nice job getting the weak side rebound. Foul committed by the Warriors.
Well, and just as I said that, Clayton Ridge goes back to their more traditional set. Gavin Mosier way out high, and they're looking to trap there kind of on the corners up by half court.
So that's just the first foul on the Warriors. What a difference from the girls' game.
This flow has been amazing, and it's fun to watch, and I think these guys are getting up and down. Nice job.
Mosier in the lane. Nice step move. Slices down from the right side. Lays it up and in. Got it in the middle of the lane. Went right, and the Eagles lead by 3. And again, in that middle of the zone, it was open. Caden Erickson, right sideline area. As they look to trap, he brings it. Wraparound pass knocked away by Ross. Caden Erickson getting into trouble along that baseline. And the Warriors facing that trap. And now Clayton Ridge here is going to actually, Central is going to take a timeout. 12-9, Clayton Ridge the early lead. Timeout Warriors. Let's take this break.
With American Family Insurance, you've got the ultimate road trip companion. Our travel peace of mind package is there to help when things don't go as planned. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, I'll help you prepare for bumps in the road while you pack your bags. Just ask me how.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our first time out of the ball game taken by the Warriors, and they trail by a score of 12-9. Another boys score here. This is actually our first boys score of the night. Springville leads Starman at the half, 20-13. Gabe Erickson inbounds, right side for three. It kicks off the back of the rim. Shot was long, and the rebound pulled down by Mosier. One and done for the Warriors. Mosier, right side to Ross. Ross, top of the key to Meyer. Swings it left side to Meyer. Baseline to Reimer. Against that zone, brings it left side, reverses it to Meyer on the right wing, and he traveled. Switch pivot feet as he caught the ball on the right side. Another girls score. MFL Marmac leads West Central 36-23 going into the fourth. Key High leading Postville 36-35 as that game enters the fourth.
A lot of low-scoring games tonight, Dan. Just nobody able to get any offense.
Kind of like the weather outside. It's cold. Sometimes the offense a little treacherous. Across the timeline, it is Fraley. Fraley at the volleyball line in the offensive end. And swings it left side to McGreal through his legs, and it goes out of bounds. And again, that is an unforced turnover there. Just the Eagles forcing the turnover, I should say. Sloppy ball handling by the Warriors.
Yeah, just using ball fakes, which you need to do, but then throwing that pass at their feet or at their ankles instead of giving a good bounce pass or a good chest pass.
Across the timeline, it is along the baseline, Reimer. Eagles lead by 3. Underneath the basket, Caden Helly open left side. Nice feed from Reimer as Helly banks it up and in from the left side. Eagles lead by 5. And they have answered here now with a quick 5-0 spurt. McGreal back out on top to Fraley. A minute left here in our first half. Fraley going to pop a 3 right side. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound tracked down in the corner there by Ross. Very few second shot opportunities early here for the Warriors. Helly back out on top offensively to Ross. Ross on the right sideline, back over to Mosier. Mosier to Ross on the right wing. Baseline to Reimer. Steps through, takes a contested shot, aired it out long from 8 feet away. Good straight-up defense by Behrens. McGreal read it on the fly. So back offensively, McGreal. Back over to Fraley. Fraley with it now. He pulls it back towards center court. And actually holding the ball at the volleyball line with the shot clock at 20. Tried to go left side and almost intercepted by Ross. And again, that time Fraley just a little too nonchalant with the ball.
Well, he kind of stood up there and went, nobody's coming to guard me. What are we going to do, fellas? And then tried to make that dangerous long pass, and Ross got a piece of it, not able to rail that in.
Meyer back into the game for the Eagles. Shot clock's at 19, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Erickson to the backcourt to McGreal. He'll walk it into the offensive end. And again, Eagles, that extended 1-3-1 with Mosier on top. McGreal, baseline to Fraley. Fraley left sideline, and I believe there is a foul, and it's a hand check, and it's on the Eagles on the floor. So our official right on top of that, and the foul committed there by number 12 and Nate Meyer. I think he said number 11, but it should be number 12 who the foul is on.
Yeah, number 12. There's no 11 out there for Clayton Ridge. So
Millard back in. Meyer, check out. Those two have just flip-flopped possessions here. It seems like every trip down the court, the one is checked in for the other. Off the left side, Fraley. Inbounds to McGreal. McGreal, deep three, left side, nailed it from just off the top of the key. And it's 14-12. The Warriors needing that.
Yeah, that was a big bucket and just caught it in rhythm, and McGreal goes up and drains that
22 feet away. Back out on top, Mosier. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Ross, baseline to Reimer. Baseline 15-footer. No good. Rebound pulled down by Erickson in the opening quarter comes to an end. Good opening quarter by both these teams. 14-12. The Eagles in the lead at the end of one. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Clayton County Recycling, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, and Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington.
We've played one quarter, 14-12. The early lead for Clayton Ridge. What do we have for stats, Coach?
For Clayton Ridge, they were 6 of 12 in the first half, 2 of 4 behind the arc. For the Warriors, they were 5 of 12, 2 of 7 behind the arc.
Lone, Kelly, Behrens, Gabe Erickson, and Fraley start the second quarter for the Warriors with possession. Gabe Erickson back to Kelly, who drives into the lane, stumbles, tried to throw up the shot, stumbling towards the basket, banked it long, and the rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Caden Helly, Millard, Reimer, Mosier. Also out there is Ross for the Eagles. Right side, that is the starting five for Clayton Ridge. McGreal not on the court to start the second quarter for the Warriors, but he won't be out long. On top to Millard, 2-point lead for the Eagles. Ross on the left side, back out on top to Mosier. Left wing, Ross baseline to Reimer. Drives in and he's hooked there by Gabe Erickson on the left baseline. So that's the second whistle against the Warriors. We have another girls final. Keyhigh defeating Postville tonight, 52-47, the final score there.
That's a lot of points for both of those teams. That was a nice offensive stretch for them.
Left side, Caden Helly takes it out of bounds. Problems getting it inbounds here, and rolling to the basket is Ross, who saves it back to Reimer. Reimer, left side to Millard. On the wing, Mosier. Mosier tried to step through a double team at the free throw line and traveled. Yeah, I did. Took an extra step going through that double team, and the ball goes back to the Warriors.
Yeah, just good defense there by Central. That 2-3 zone kind of keeping Clayton Ridge out of sorts right now. Not able to get any flow.
Kelly, left side to Lone, the young freshman. Lone back over to Kelly. The ball knocked away by Mosier and dives for it, but it's picked up by Lone. Back over to Behrens. He'll take the 15-foot jump shot. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound cleared by the right to Caden Helly. A minute into our second quarter. Eagles back in the offensive end. Millard, left wing, on top to Mosier. Mosier, right side to Helly. Helly, baseline to Reimer. Reimer trying to back his way down, swings it left side. Mosier open left wing, fires up the three, grazed the right side of the rim. Shot is no good, and Reimer had it go off his hands off the weak side, and the ball goes back there to Central. McGreal and Caden Erickson back in. Lone and Freely check out for the Warriors. Reimer has checked out for Clayton Ridge, and back into the game for them is Nate Meyer. So no scoring here in our second quarter. 14-12, Eagles in the lead. Offensively, that is Gabe Erickson drives in, and he carried the basketball in the drive in. He tried to drive through the double team off the right sideline there and brought the ball up high.
Yeah, brought the ball up high, touched it with the other hand to kind of change direction. Had the right idea, wanted to dribble through that reaching hands, but double dribbled on the way there.
Caden Helly, right side to Mosier. 90 seconds into our second quarter. Meyer, right wing. Mosier back out on top to Millard. Swings it left sideline, and they'll bring it back out on top. Eagles have a better flow offensively as driving in the lane. Ross, nice feed to Millard, who rolls to the right side, lays it up and in. Ross with the drive to the left, and a nice finish by Millard.
Yeah, nice finish around the rack there. Nice job by Kyler Millard going strong to the hoop and not trying to float.
4-point lead for the Eagles. Kelly dribbles through the pressure, kicks it in the corner to Caden Erickson. Erickson back in the lane to Behrens. He drives in right side and scores the layup. 6'5" frame just reaches up to the right. And the Warriors pull back within a bucket. Caden Helly on top in the offensive end. Right side to Mosier. Mosier drives baseline, cut off on the baseline. Quickly back out on top to Meyer. But I like what the Eagles, the way they're moving the ball around.
They are. They're moving the ball really well. They're not getting, lots of looks, but they're getting clean ones.
Meyer swings it left side to Millard. Millard on the left wing, double dribbled with the basketball. Yeah, he dribbled the ball to grab control, stopped, dribbled it again. What's the turnover situation like?
Yeah, turnover's been pretty clean. That's the 6th turnover for the Eagles. Central's only got 3, so a much better play in this boys game than we saw in that first one with the girls.
16-14, Eagles in the lead here by 2. 5.5 left in our first half. McGreal, and again, he's their leading scorer to Kelly. Kelly brings it right side in the corner to Gabe Erickson, who drives baseline, cut off on the baseline, tried a wraparound pass, and it's deflected out of there. Erickson's got to learn that you have to move the ball against the baseline, not drive into the traffic on the baseline.
Yeah, he's driving that baseline thinking there's opening. Well, there's 2-3 guys there, and there's a lot of hands.
And again, they're looking to trap. Center court, they have to go back to the circle to get it to Caden Erickson. Kelly at the elbow, baseline to Behrens. Back over to Caden Erickson, an errant pass, but he tracks it down. Left side to Gabe Erickson in the corner. He drives in, bounces the shot up from the left side, banked it long, driving in. He's right-handed, tried the left-handed layup, but banked it, and the ball never touched the rim. Rebound by the Eagles. Still a good drive, just did not finish.
Better drive going to the lane inside instead of down the baseline.
Back out on top, Mosier. Mosier, top of the key, right side to Meyer. Meyer back over to Helly, swings it left side to Mosier, baseline to Reimer, gets a step by Behrens, gives a little pump fake, rolls to the right side, but leaves the reverse layup short. Behrens made that shot tough underneath, and Reimer ran out of real estate. Back in the offensive end is McGreal. McGreal trying to lead Behrens, knocked away by Reimer. Tough pass to make against that 1-3-1 with the length the Eagles have, and Reimer credited with the steal. The Eagles want a timeout. 4.5 left in the half. They lead 16-14. Let's take this timeout.
Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Greenacre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Clayton Ridge uses their first time out. We have another final, girls final. MFL Marmac, wow, what a second half they had. They defeat West Central tonight 60-26. That game was 23-20 at the half. Wow. So MFL Marmac pulls away for their victory after they lost that decision on Tuesday night to North Fayette Valley. That's a bounce back second half especially. Offensive end, it is again Clayton Ridge, Mosier. After the Eagles take their first time out, on top to Ross. Right side, Nate Meyer on the wing. Back over to Mosier. Right side, Meyer open just off right side for three. Got it from just off the top of the key between the wing. 19-14, Eagles with their biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, that was a big bucket there. Just caught it in rhythm, knocked it down, matching their biggest lead.
And here in the left side, Fraley. Fraley cross to McGreal, swings it right side alone, but again, diving for it is Ross, knocks it out of bounds. Boy, just about every trip down, you'll see an Eagle diving down there. Good hustle trying to get any loose ball they can.
Yeah, laying it all out there, just trying to get tip balls and take steals, run-outs, whatever they can do defensively.
Fraley, left side, left open. He's going to line up the three, left it short off the front of the rim. Meyer gets the rebound off the left. Again, the Warriors do not have a second follow-up shot. No offensive rebounds.
One and done has been big for them tonight.
And a 5-point lead for the Eagles. On top to Mosier. Mosier brings it right sideline. Cut off by Caden Erickson, and the ball knocked away by Caden Erickson, and a reach-in foul by Mosier. So the Eagles turn it over in the half court. Good defense by Caden Erickson. Second foul, I believe, on Gavin Mosier.
Well,
That's just the first.
He did a nice job deflecting that ball and picking it up, and then Gavin Mosier, a little frustration, trying to tip that back and just got a piece of the arm instead of the ball, just compounded that mistake.
Cross the timeline, McGreal. McGreal double team, so reverse the ball quickly, but instead he has to go on top to Kelly. McGreal, right side to Lone. Lone with it here. Triple team, back over to McGreal. McGreal, baseline, that's the left side. Shot taken by Caden Erickson. Short on the three. Fraley, the weak side rebound, and they hurt us. Crashed the glass on the weak side. Fraley caught the air ball, banked it up and in from the right side.
Yeah, nice rebound there. Nice putback there by Fraley. A tough rebound.
Here's Meyer's shot just inside the lane, just inside the elbow. Took a 12-footer there, fouled as they got the ball into the lane quickly. The foul committed by Caden Erickson, and Nate Meyer goes to the free throw line, and he will have two.
And for those of you who aren't here, you can see the frustration in Coach Spursfoggy. That was just a hustle play by Sam Fraley, getting the inside position and going up strong, and he was not happy with his rebounders.
Free throw misses from right to left. Another opportunity being eyed here by Meyer. With 3 minutes to go in our first half, both teams have only committed 3 fouls.
And this is our first free throw stand of the whole game.
Second free throw there is good. 1 of 2 by Nate Meyer. What, Central girls shot 18 in the first half of the
we shot
tonight?
2, both teams total.
Across the timeline. McGreal trying to spread out that 1-3-1, but Central a little stagnant. Lone has it left side. Got to move the ball quick. Tried to go to Kelly at the high post. Deflected. Picked up by McGreal. McGreal back to Lone. In the lane, there's Kelly. Loses it. Kicks it over to Caden Erickson. He's got a lane. Drives in. The shot partially blocked by, I believe, Reimer. Goes out of bounds. Good defense on the inside as the Eagles continue to be active in the defensive end.
Yeah, kind of a push shot there by Caden Erickson. Out of sorts and just trying to flip it up there and tipped by the Eagles.
Caden Erickson checks out. Gabe Erickson comes in for the Warriors. Ross checks out for Clayton Ridge. And back into the ball game for them is Millard. Right side, McGreal looks underneath. There's Gabe Erickson. His shot. It is up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. And a diagonal pass there from the right side, McGreal to Gabe Erickson.
Oh, a nice cut by Gabe Erickson, finding the inside there and just kind of making himself big so he could be seen. And he got that ball and goes up strong, knowing he's going to get hit. Gets the basket, gets the foul.
Kelly checks out. Behrens comes in. The foul on Caden Helly. That is his first. And at the free throw line is Gabe Erickson trying to finish off that three-point play. Erickson's free throw on its way. It is good. 20-19. Expected a close ball game. That's what we got down in Guttenberg. And it's a tight one here with the Eagles leading by 1. 2.5 left in our first half. Back on top, Meyer. Meyer right side to Caden Helly. Back over to Mosier. Mosier right wing to Caden Helly. Helly back out on top to Millard. Nothing much on the inside. They've been pretty much perimeter-oriented. Reimer drives baseline to Millard in the corner. Here's Meyer, open right side for 3. Got it from just off the top of the key. And Meyer hits his second three-pointer. Eagles go up by 4.
And you see Coach Spursfoggy will that one in. He leaned and turned, and that one went down.
Behrens in the lane, takes a post-up shot, no good, fouled by Meyer. Meyer tried to climb the ladder, but again, he's facing the 6'5" Behrens, and that's tough to get to. Foul committed by Meyer. Behrens to the free throw line where he will have 2.
Well, and those tall guys always have the long arms, so they have that big wingspan, and that's just hard to get up and try to block. He's able to shoot over top of the defense.
And the free throw there is good. Free throw made there by, once again, Behrens. So the lead for Clayton Ridge is now 3 at 23-20 with $1:58 to go here in our first half. Second free throw being eyed by Behrens. That free throw rattled around, got it to stay down, 23-22. Fifth foul, by the way, committed by the Eagles. 3 committed by Central.
Clean first half. Both these teams playing good, moving your feet defense.
Millard, volleyball line, trying to get into the offense, and now Clayton Ridge wants a timeout. Little out of sorts offensively. Eagles lead 23-20. Timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. Let's take this break.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
So that for Clayton Ridge, their second timeout, just a 30-second timeout here. And they've done a good job moving the ball around, but the last couple of trips, they've been perimeter-oriented, though they've hit a couple of threes with Nate Meyer.
Yeah, they've hit a couple, but that ball hasn't gone inside as much. Once in a while to Reimer, but Central's collapsing on that so well, they got to go inside, outside, and get a more open look from that three.
2-point lead for Clayton Ridge. $1:45 left in our first half. Mosier brings it right side in the offensive end. Warriors continue with their 2-3 zone. Meyer goes baseline to Reimer. Back out on top, and the pass goes off the hands, I believe, of Lone, who jumped the passing lane in front of the students on the far side. Goes out of bounds, but stays down here with the Eagles.
And the poise of that freshman out there playing against this defense and being active on the defensive end for the Warriors has been impressive.
Millard back out on top. Ross left sideline to Millard. Back over to Mosier. Mosier left wing. Millard's going to launch a three, but he traveled into the shot. He did. He misses the three anyway, but he took an extra step trying to get set on that three-point attempt.
Yeah, he shuffled his feet to try to get that off. He saw the shot clock winding down and just shuffled his feet before he shot it.
And across the timeline, Kelly dribbles through everybody, strong to the basket. The layup no good, but fouled by Millard on the drive in. Boy, Kelly just lowered his head and drove in off the right side.
He went from the spike line in the volleyball all the way to the rack without really anybody stepping in front of him until he got contact under the hoop.
So Kelly goes to the free throw line, and again, this is 2. Free throw being eyed there, and the free throw is short. Kelly, again, averaging 7.5 points, 6 rebounds a ball game, and he'll get another opportunity here.
Yeah, he's been impressive, taking it to the hole, finishing strong, and just his first step quickness.
Free throw, that's off the back of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Reimer, middle of the lane. So the Warriors come up empty that trip.
Missed opportunity.
And right side, Mosier. Mosier wants to drive in, takes that shot over Barnes, pulls up 12 feet away, just outside the lane, nailed the jump shot. Nice dribble drive there by Mosier, puts the Eagles up by 4. A minute to go in our first half. Kelly stops the dribble, needs a little help. Right side to McGreal. McGreal trying to back his way down right side, cut off on the baseline, tried to go on top, intercepted by Mosier. Here's a fast break opportunity. Mosier jump stops, goes by the defender, lays it up and in from the right side. Eagles have their biggest lead of the night right now at 6.
And Central's got to get an answer here before the half. They don't want to go up or down double figures.
Lone, top of the key for 3. Rush the shot. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Caden Helly gets the rebound underneath. Inside 30 seconds to go here in our first half. Eagles can work for 1 if they choose. There's only a second differential of the shot clock and game clock. Millard, right side to Mosier. Mosier with it back out on top to Meyer. Left side, Miller with it now. Millard hands it back to Helly. 15 seconds, shot clock here, down to 10, game clock at 11. Right side to Meyer, back out on top to Mosier. Mosier, right side to Meyer. We're down to 5 seconds to go. Here's Miller, deep 3, top of the key, got it in the closing seconds. And the Eagles close the quarter on what ends up being a 7-0 run. They lead 30-21 at the half. When we return, interviews from our girls' game, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Rivals Inc., Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin, and Furniture Showcase and Oil Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
At the half, again, the Clayton Ridge boys lead by a score of 30-21. Earlier tonight, Central girls defeated Clayton Ridge by a final score of 50-17. We're joined by Eagles girls basketball coach Savannah Domeyer. Coach, first off here, I think let's start defensively. I think that was a pretty good effort by your kids. I think that's what you were looking for defensively tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we have to find the positives, and our defense was huge. It just needs to start turning into offensively too.
Yeah, it's Central. I know you wanted to kind of keep them around the 40-point mark there, and they ended up getting 50 late in this ball game here. But offensively, I mean, that was the challenge. You went two quarters, the second and third quarter, without a field goal tonight.
Yeah, I mean, props to Central. They are a really good team, and they just made us feel uncomfortable all game, and we really couldn't get out of it. So
obviously, when you guys were able to get to the ball into the lane area, good things happened. I mean, that was a good start to this ball game.
Yeah, it's just how are the girls going to respond to what us coaches want, and again, it's a first year team, so we really just got to learn what's working for us and keep going until it's not working anymore.
Yeah, I saw that at the start of the ball game, and even in the fourth quarter, you guys were able to get the ball into the lane.
Yes. Yep.
All right, you mentioned defensively. You guys went with started out with a box and one tonight. Played a little 1-2-2, 1-3-1 tonight too.
Yeah, I feel like we are very good defensively. If we are staying on our toes and we can switch defenses and get the offense all confused and stuff, we have a great time.
Yeah, and there was good communication by your girls there as well.
Yeah.
You've mentioned this before, but the turnovers, that is continuing to be what you guys are battling.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about that every time you're here with us. Our turnovers, we really just need to clean it up. But the biggest thing is we need to take a step forward, and we need to kind of throw this one away. And we really need to start making some strides forward in the next coming games.
And I know schedule-wise, it doesn't get much easier for you guys. This is kind of the heart of your schedule right now.
Yeah, I mean, this was a tough week. We were supposed to play Turkey Valley tomorrow. That got postponed to next Thursday. So we have 3 games next week again.
Yeah, so. MFL Marmac and then Turkey Valley. So
yep, and then West Central Friday.
Yeah, so a busy stretch of games.
Yes.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you guys. Hope to catch up with you guys later on this season. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Savannah Domeyer talking things over about her Eagle team as they dropped that decision earlier tonight. A quick break. When we return, we'll be joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley when our halftime show continues after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
At the half, Clayton Ridge boys lead 30-21. Earlier tonight, Central girls victorious as they won by a score of 50-17. And Coach, I think you look at this ball game tonight, and the good news is this week is done for you guys.
Right, we got it in. Now we can hopefully rest over the weekend. We got practice actually on Monday. It'll be our first real full practice in a week and a half. So we did have practice this Wednesday, but we had the gym for roughly an hour. So as you can tell, we don't have our legs underneath of us very well. But, testament to our kids just gutting it out and finding a way to win. Different kids stepping up tonight and doing a really good job.
Well, let's talk about it on the defensive end. I think the effort was there tonight. I mean, you held them without a field goal in the second and third quarter.
Right, in the third quarter, no points, which was really important. We kind of got after the girls at halftime, just having pride in the defensive end. And, you're going to make shots some nights and you're not going to make shots, and a lot of that was just tiredness. But defensively, I was very proud of our kids in the third quarter.
Gracie Kummer, one of your leaders tonight offensively with 15 points.
Yeah, her career high. And, a lot of that is just aggressiveness and willingness to sprint the floor. Delaney finding her, and she finished around the rim, So that was really good. In the second half, she shot some free throws and scored those as well. So definitely a really good really good game for Gracie.
And again, both Scharf sisters in double figures for you. Delaney with 16, Ashlyn Scharf with 11, though you guys saw a box and one to start.
Yeah, and again, it's not something we haven't seen. It's just that we have to come out and play as a whole unit, not just have to think that we got to run everything through Delaney. But just getting in the lane is key, and getting people out of that box and one is something that we got to take pride in as a team and try to accomplish.
All right, what's coming up for you guys now here?
Well, we got a day off on Monday, and then we play Turkey Valley. Honestly, win that game, we're conference champions.
Yeah.
So it's a big game for us. We got to go to Turkey Valley. They're playing really well right now, and we got to build our confidence up here on Monday with the practice and hopefully get after it. And then we finish the week with Key High on Thursday and North Fayette Valley on
Friday.
Excuse me.
That's where we'll be. We'll be right back here. We'll talk.
Right.
We'll talk to you next Friday night. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you, Dan.
Again, Central Girls Basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team victorious earlier tonight by a score of 50-17. When we return, first half stats, second half action. Eagle Boys lead by 9 at the half. Let's take this time out.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop into Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business with locations in Guttenberg, Postville, and Waukon. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
At the half, 30-21. It is Clayton Ridge closing the half on a 7-0 run. Millard hit the top of the key 3 in the closing seconds. They lead by 9. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals.
For the Eagles, they're led by Nate Meyer with 7 points, 6 points for Gavin Mosier, 8 points for Kyler Millard, 5 points for Caden Helly, 2 points for Keaton Reimer, and 2 points for Kurt Ross. So Millard, the leading scorer there with 8. They shot 60% in that first half, 5 of 8 behind the arc, only 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 8 turnovers. For the Warriors, they are led by Dan McGrill with 6 points, 4 points for Elliott Kelly, and 4 points for Tate Barnes, 3 points for Gabe Erickson, 2 points for Isaac Lone, and 2 points for Sam Fraley, 21 points. They only shot 36%, 2 of 10 behind the arc, but also 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 60%, and only 5 turnovers.
You know, that stretch that Clayton Ridge had to close the half, again, makes that 9-point lead just seem huge.
It does. They were in this ball game. Yeah, they were down by 2 or 3 points. Then all of a sudden, oh, my God, they let Clayton Ridge get a couple of buckets, and they put themselves in a hole.
All right,
at halftime.
Maquoketa Valley girls defeated Edco tonight. I want to pass along this final, 55-47. That was the final score there. Meanwhile, we start the second half. Ross, Helly, that is Mosier. Also out there you have Millard and Reimer. Left side, Reimer, left baseline area, brings it back out on top to Mosier. Mosier at the free throw line, feeds it back to Caden Helly. Eagles have had good ball movement against this 2-3 zone. And it is on top, Ross. And also right side, Reimer along the right baseline, tries to feed Caden Helly. He's covered. Top of the key, Mosier open for 3. Got it! So the Eagles here on a 10-0 run, stretching back to the second quarter. They lead by a dozen. Warriors on the ropes here.
Yeah, they picked up right where they left off in that second quarter, and Central's got to find an answer.
Kelly, McGreal, also out there alone. Caden Erickson and Behrens. Right side, Kelly drives in, loses the basketball on the drive in, but I believe the Eagles they say it went off the hands of Kelly as he drove in off the right side, and it goes back to the Eagles.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate there because he was in a lot of traffic and a lot of hands, but nobody touched the ball. Give it back to the Eagles.
So a 12-point lead as Caden Helly brings it left side. The Eagles, which have struggled offensively, have been real perimeter-oriented tonight, but they have made a good percentage of their shots from the outside. And it's at right side, it is Millard. Millard looking in the lane, back out on top here. They swing it left side to Mosier. Mosier in the lane to Millard. Touch pass down low to Reimer. Blows the layup. Missed it from the left side, then commits a foul. Goes on over to help up Kelly up there as Reimer, a little frustration, just not finishing on that shot.
Yeah, did a nice job of beating that on the baseline, and Reimer just not able to finish it.
So let's talk about Central. McGreal has been kind of held in check. Where does the offense come from?
Yeah, he's got to get involved somehow. They're doing a good job moving the ball, but they just haven't had a lot of open looks. Good job by Clayton Ridge defensively.
McGreal to Kelly. Kicks it in the corner. Right side to Caden Erickson. Loses the ball just outside the lane, then pulls up from 8 feet away. The shot, it is up. Fouled. Count the basket. Caden Erickson bailed out by contact. A 3-point opportunity.
And there's Caden Erickson's first point, so maybe he's a spark that they talked about. If you have to guard him, opens up something else. Isaac Lone has hit a shot. All these guys out here have hit shots. They just haven't been able to catch them in rhythm. It's been a lot of defense by the Eagles.
That was the third foul on Millard. Second foul on the Eagles the second half. Millard will check out as Nate Meyer comes into the ballgame. The other thing is for the Eagles offensively here, you put up 33 points, and Mosier and Helly, they're not leading you.
Yeah, they're not the leading scorers right now, so that speaks volumes for the offense.
Free throw by Caden Erickson, goes off the back of the rim, then rolls off the left. The shot is no good. Helly gets the rebound into the offensive end for Clayton Ridge. Right side, Meyer, and he brings it down the right wing. Meyer left open, now drives in, covered, as the Eagles were able to move the ball as the Warriors adjusted defensively. Meyer back out on top to Helly. Right side, in the lane, Mosier through his legs, a low pass, and the Eagles turn it over. Didn't give him a good entry pass there. Kelly pushes it in the offensive end to Caden Erickson. He drives in, little leaner, short. Caden Erickson gets his own rebound and saves it back left side to Lone. McGreal back to Kelly. Kelly, right side to Behrens. Behrens reverses it left side to Lone. Lone covered, left wing to McGreal. And the Warriors, a little out of sorts. Behrens, left sideline, turns, fires the 15-footer. It's off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. I don't know if they ever really got into what they wanted to do
there.
They
did not. That was disrupted from the get-go by the Eagles. Good job by their defense. Central's got to get some offense.
Yeah, the Warriors were a little hurried in the offensive end. Caden Helly back out on top to Mosier. Mosier right side to Ross. Ross, they reverse it left side. Mosier goes baseline to Reimer. Reimer, wraparound pass, reverse layup, partially blocked by McGreal, and McGreal gets the rebound. Good follow-up there on the defense on the right side as Reimer had gotten free. Erickson back over to Kelly. Kelly, bounce pass to Behrens, free throw line. There's McGreal, 15-foot jump shot off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Mosier boxes out the shooter, gets the rebound at the free throw line. Eagles back in the offensive end. 3 minutes into our third quarter. They still lead by 10. Mosier from the elbow. 15-footer. Rattled around. Popped out of there. Touched every part of the rim. Didn't get the hometown bounce on the road.
All the way down there. That last time down, though, McGreal, that's his first shot since the first quarter.
And driving in Kelly. Baseline to Behrens. Behrens on top. McGreal. Top of the key. Open for three. Got it from the top of the key. Warriors back within 7. And they want to live on the shooting of McGreal.
Yeah, they want to get this down to about 4 or 5 points, and they'll be comfortable there. But double digits, they don't want to be up in that range right now.
Left side, Helly on top to Mosier. Left wing, Caden Helly has it on the left wing. Brings it back out on top to Ross. Ross right back to Helly. Helly pushes it baseline to Reimer. Short corner there. He reverses it over to Ross. He drives in from the right side. Muscles up the shot in traffic. It is no good. Gets his own rebound. Triple team. Takes the shot. Behrens straight up. Blocks the shot. Gets the rebound. That was outstanding interior defense.
It was. The Warriors not reaching, not coming across the body, just being straight up and forcing a tough shot.
Caden Erickson. Left side to McGreal. McGreal back out on top to Kelly. Again, this is the bad thing. Kelly gives you another ball handler, but it takes him away from the basket. Here's McGreal open, left side for a three. Got it. How can you leave him that wide open? And the Warriors off the mat, back within 4.
A guy that scores 15 points a game for you can't leave that wide open.
Caden Helly drives in, one-handed shot at the free throw line, blocked by Behrens. Caden Erickson, the rebound, drives in, swooping layup. It is no good. And Reimer tipped the rebound out of bounds, and they say last touch by Alone. It goes back to the Eagles.
That was a huge block by Tate Behrens down here. Caden Helly goes up with one hand, not strong enough to the basket, and Behrens just puts it right to him.
Warriors want a timeout. Suddenly back within 4. Let's take this break.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
You have years of memories in your home, the most valuable things you'll ever own. Let us help you protect what matters most. West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent while protecting your home, car, truck, boat, motorcycle, snowmobile, and more. All with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact Tom Gifford, Kevin Lauer, Michael Beck, agents with Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader at 245-1360.
That timeout actually taken by Clayton Ridge. So they have used 3 timeouts in this first half, and the ball goes back there too. Clayton Ridge after the defensive stop at the other end. But it's 33-29. Warriors are on an 8-0 run. Meanwhile, offensively, they work it back on top. The Eagles do. Meyer has it knocked away by Caden Erickson. Here's a steal. Erickson drives in. The layup. It is up and in. So it's a 10-0 run. And the Warriors back within a bucket.
And right where they need to be here, they're doing it with their defense and getting those runouts right now.
Right side, back on top, Ashton Teasy just came into the game for the Eagles. He has it top of the key in the lane to Meyer. Meyer, right side to Teasy, reverses it left side. Caden Helly, left side for 3. Got it! Eagles needing something, and Caden Helly hits the 3 from the left wing.
Boy, both of these teams hitting big shots right now with guys in their face.
Left side, Lone, back over to McGreal. He's open, left side for 3. Got it again! McGreal flat out feeling it, and the Warriors back within a bucket. Across the timeline, Helly, right side to Meyer. McGreal is filling up the stat sheet in a hurry. Teasy, Millard, middle of the lane. Back out on top to Teasy, left side to Caden Helly. Helly works it back to Millard, 2.5 left in the third. Teasy in the lane, that is Helly, takes a one-handed push shot, 8 feet away, shot no good. Kelly gets the rebound, cleared it off the right. Back in the offensive end, Caden Erickson. Tried to go on top to Gabe Erickson, threw it behind him. McGreal cannot track it down, and the ball is turned over. The Warriors with an unforced turnover there.
And that's unfortunate because they've been having nice sets in the offensive end, trying to get some flow, finally getting some open looks, and not able to do it that time. Gives the turnover back to the Eagles.
Couple of boys scores. North Fayette Valley leads South Win at the half, 26-17, as Mosier gets about the free throw line in a reach-in foul committed by the Warriors. And also at the end of 1, Postville and Keyhigh tied at 5 at the end of 1. And Springville has defeated Starmont. This is a final, 49-44, the final score there. So the foul is the first on the Warriors this second half. Clayton Ridge has only committed 2. Inbounds, Reimer rolls to the basket. The shot from the right block. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And a nice pick play on the right side by the Eagles.
Yeah, nice job getting Reimer open there, and he finishes strong this time around the hoop. Now he gets the bonus of the free throw, trying to extend this lead and get the Eagles back out by more than just a bucket.
Free throw by Reimer. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Gabe Erickson gets the rebound, middle of the lane for the Warriors. 38-34. Clayton Ridge leads by 4. Kelly to McGreal. Left side to Fraley, who just checked in during that break. Fraley goes in the middle of the lane and throws it to nobody in particular. It turns up and it's Ross, and then a reach-in foul by Kelly, which wasn't a bad foul because Ross was going to have a layup at the other end.
He was, and I'm not sure where that pass from Fraley. He kind of floated that and floated over top of the guy that was there, so it was a loose ball, and Ross ran it down, had a wide open look.
It's almost like he expected Gabe Erickson to kind of run underneath the pass, but that did not happen. And the Warriors turn it over. On top, Caden Helly. Against this 2-3 zone, Ross left wing, back on top to Helly. $1:45 left in our third quarter. Mosier at the free throw line, drives in, pulls up, 8-foot shot, rolls off the front of the rim there, rolls to the back and rolls through. And the Eagles go up by 6 at 40-34. Tough shot in traffic.
That was a great shot by Mosier with a lot of defense.
Kelly throws it away, looking for Gabe Erickson in the lane with a host of Eagles there, I should say, and the Warriors turn it over. Caden Helly back out on top. So after Central got back within a bucket, Eagles have answered. Millard left side, Ross open, left wing for 3. Aired it out. Reimer the weak side rebound, put back, stripped by Kelly on the way up. Loose ball picked up by Fraley. Good recovering defense by Kelly. Caden Erickson, right side in the offensive end. Back to Kelly, who throws it up, driving in. The ball hits the side of the backboard, off the front of the rim, and rolls to the left. The prayer almost answered. Kelly to the free throw line for 2.
And Coach Spursflag may have lost it on that, because if you're going to follow him that far away, make sure he doesn't get the shot off. And he just kind of flipped that up. It had a chance, but rolls off. Kelly's going to shoot 2.
And the Warriors haven't hardly been to the line tonight. Kelly's free throw on its way. It is good, and it's 40-35. So the Warriors were down by a dozen, back within 2, and the Eagles' lead right now stands at 5. As Tate Behrens checks back into the game for the Eagles, Caden Erickson checks out.
And with about a minute to play here, the Warriors want to get this down to a single possession if they can, make that fourth quarter more competitive.
Kelly's second free throw off the back of the rim, bounces up and goes through, gets the hometown touch, and now the Warriors want a timeout. 40-36, Warriors down by 4. Timeout, Warriors. Let's take this break.
No trip to Northeast Iowa is complete without a visit to the Turkey River Mall in Elkader. Browse and shop through 4 levels with over 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end, and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, books, toys, crafts, rocks, and minerals, and think custom apparel. Visit our updated website at turkeyrivermall.com or like and share our Facebook page.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
So a timeout taken by Central. Both teams, by the way, great shape timeout-wise. Central has 3. Clayton Ridge has 2. 1:06 left in our third quarter. 4-point lead right now for the Eagles. They have led since the end of the first quarter. And the Warriors have continued to fight back here in the second half. Helly, high post area, Ross. Right side to Millard. Millard back over, left wing now to Mosier. Back out on top to Ross. Right wing, Helly, right side, fires up the 3, cupped in and out, it is no good. Rebound cleared by Kelly off the right side. Back across the timeline is McGreal. And McGreal, left sideline, brings it over, right side to Kelly. Kelly, looking in the lane for Helly, reverses it. Gabe Erickson, left side for 3, got it, rattled around, got it to stay down. Gabe Erickson from the corner, and the Warriors are back within 1. Inside 30 seconds left in our third quarter. Eagles can work for the final shot if they choose. Mosier, right side to Millard. Millard, right wing area. Bring it right back out on top to Ross against this extended 2-3 zone. Helly center court circle, 10 seconds to go in our third quarter. Left side to Reimer, drives baseline, shot too far underneath, hit underneath the basket. Reimer tries to feed it back in the lane, intercepted by Kelly, and a reach-in foul by Ross with 4 seconds left. So Reimer got caught in no man's land along the baseline.
Yeah, there was not a shot there. He tried to drive that baseline, and we talked about that earlier with Central. That baseline's not open, but he's trying to attack there. Got stuck behind the basket.
All right, 4 seconds left. The Warriors will have to go the length of the court. Erickson will take it out of bounds, so let's see what they do here. Fraley has checked into the ball game for this play. I think they want to get the ball to center court and go from there. Inbounds, instead they go to the backcourt to McGreal. McGreal goes off a pick, brings it left side, 30-footer on its way, short of the side of the rim. Not sure it would have counted anyway. But we go to the fourth, and we've got a game. 40-39, Clayton Ridge in the lead over Central as we go to the fourth. Let's take this break.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bacon Concrete in Postville and Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
So we go to the fourth quarter, 40-31 as Central outscores Clayton Ridge 18-10 in that quarter. down by 12 in the early part of the quarter. They're back within 1, and the Warriors have a chance to take the lead here to start the fourth.
Yeah, they're going to take the ball. I don't think they got that shot off at the end of the third, but they're going to start the fourth quarter with the ball. So a chance to get the lead, make this a little more interesting against this tough Eagles defense.
Fraley, McGreal, Barnes, Erickson, and Erickson. That's Caden and Gabe. Fraley has it right side, goes baseline to Gabe Erickson. Erickson on the right wing, stops the dribble, needs help, goes to Caden Erickson, back over to Barnes. Barnes has it knocked away, but it's picked up by Gabe Erickson, who will work it back towards center court circle and into McGreal. McGreal steps into a three left side. It's off the back of the rim. Caden Erickson tips out the rebound and then tried to save it, tried to throw it off a Warrior, but instead it goes out of bounds on the sideline. Great effort to keep possession, but the Warriors get it back, and the shot clock resets at 35. So they ruled that Caden Helly had possession.
And made an attempt with that ball, so we're going to put another 35 on the shot clock.
McGreal right side to Fraley. 40-39, Eagles lead by 1. Fraley right side to Gabe Erickson. Erickson back out on top to Fraley. Fraley open. He's going to take the three off the top of the key. Shot misses to the left. It is no good. Kind of a line drive shot. Caden Helly gets the rebound off the left side. Quickly picked up by Caden Erickson in the offensive end. High post area, Reimer. Nice feed down low to Mosier. His shot from the right block, no good, but he's fouled. Reimer quickly got the ball at the high post, and a nice entry pass off the right.
Yeah, nice little high-low post there with Gavin Mosier cutting hard on the baseline. Not able to quite get that shot off cleanly, so he's going to get a couple of free throws instead.
Second foul on McGreal. Fourth team foul by Central. Clayton Ridge has also committed 4. Mosier to the free throw line for 2. Free throw rattled around, got it to stay down. Mosier on the season, again, averages 14 points a ball game. Pretty good free throw shooter, 74% on the season. Barnes, by the way, checks out for Central. Kelly comes back in. This is the shorter lineup for Central. And right now, Mosier going to try to make it a 3-point lead for the Eagles. Second free throw, it's off the back of the heel. Heeled it up off the rim there. And the rebound pulled down there by Kelly. So it's a 2-point lead, 1 of 2 by the Eagles at the free throw line. Kelly drives baseline, tried to lead Fraley underneath the basket, but the pass deflected by the Eagles. Out of bounds, Central takes it off the right side.
A lot of traffic down there, so I was surprised they were even trying to force that in. Fraley was just cutting through.
Gabe Erickson inbounds, McGreal wide open, right side for 3. It is no good. Millard gets the long rebound, leads the break back at the other end, but Central gets back, and Millard has to pull it back out on top. McGreal was wide open on that 3. Reimer, high post area, left side, the pass deflected by Fraley. Loose ball picked up by Gabe Erickson, and as he drives in, Ross knocks it away from behind, and it stays down here with the Warriors.
And both of these teams are staying aggressive, getting after it. It's going to get physical in there. There's going to be a lot of bodies on the ground.
And a far sideline as Kelly gets it inbounds to Gabe Erickson. Back out on top to McGreal. McGreal, left side to Fraley. Caden Erickson has it left sideline. Fraley at the left elbow. Back over to Kelly. Right side to Gabe Erickson. He drives in baseline. Double pump leaner off the back of the rim. Athletic move, but he left it off the back of the rim. And Helly gets the rebound for the Eagles. That was a good chance to tie for Central on the drive.
Yeah, they're just not able to get over this hump. They're always been down by about a bucket, and they can't get past that right now.
Ross in the corner to Mosier. Mosier back out on top to Ross. Caden Helly left side to Millard. High post area. Reimer at the elbow. Right side to Caden Helly. Lost it for a second. They go baseline. Gabe Mosier drives baseline, leans back. His shot in traffic, no good. Good straight-up defense by Kelly. Altered the shot. The ball went up and came right back down. Kelly back in the offensive end. Left side to McGreal. Caden Erickson drives in, takes a tough 15-footer in a lot of traffic. Shot no good. Reimer got the rebound, then fouled from behind by Caden Erickson. That's not what the Warriors do best there on that baseline drive.
No, that was just kind of a push shot, not really under control, and a long rebound. I think if he follows it right away, maybe he has a shot at it, but waited, then came through the rebounder, so he's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his third foul.
And he will check out along with Fraley. Into the game, Barnes back in there along with Lone, the freshman. Clayton Ridge has brought in Nate Meyer back into the ball game for them. As he checks in, Ross checks out. 41-39, Eagles in the lead. Meyer, high post area, left side to Mosier. Back out on top to Caden Helly. 5.5 left in the fourth. Millard back out on top to Helly. Left side to Meyer. Meyer, Helly at the volleyball line. Right side, it takes a tough one-handed push shot. Forced it in traffic. It is no good. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Kelly. That's a tough shot with a lot of arms around you.
Tough shot, but a great rebound there by Kelly.
Kelly, right side to Gabe Erickson. He drives baseline. Caught, somehow gets it over to McGreal at the free throw line. His 15-footer rattled in and out from the free throw line. No good. Popped out of there. Meyer got the rebound. How did Gabe Erickson get that ball even to him?
No idea. He kind of spun in the air and chucked it out.
Mosier, right side. Meyer open for three. Wedged it short between the rim and backboard off the right side. Eagles have cooled off. Barons the rebound. Kelly races down to the offensive end. Drives in. The layup no good, but fouled on the drive in. On a reach by Helly at the free throw line. Fouled on the floor. And the Warriors will take it off the right side of the basket. Still at 41-39.
I'm still impressed with that first step of Elliott Kelly as he goes to the basket. He's able to get his shoulders back. He's able or pass the defender and get to the rack so quickly.
Substitution for the Eagles as back into the game is Ross. Checking out for them is Millard. Erickson inbounds, gets it to Barons at the free throw line, and a foul. There's a hold, and this is committed there, I believe, on the Eagles, which will be their 6th team foul. Somebody was being hooked underneath the basket. Is it? The official is saying that it's on number 35, Caden Helly.
Yeah, and I don't think it's under the basket. I think that was on McGreal out here on the three-point line.
And inbounds, Lone open, left corner for three. That shot no good. Warriors have had a couple of shots. Mosier gets to the rebound, stumbling, saves it back to Helly. Good job there by the Eagles maintaining possession. Ross, right side, still a 2-point lead for the Eagles, and now Reimer drives baseline, and a blocking call along the baseline committed by the Warriors. All right, free throws are going to have a say.
Yeah, they are, and Reimer takes that drive on the baseline again, and there's just no room.
Timeout taken here by, I believe, Central. 41-39, Eagles in the lead. Let's take this break.
Hey sports fans, take a timeout and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Central taking that timeout. Clayton Ridge leads 41-39. Both teams in the bonus. The final 4.5. Inbounds Meyer, wide open, right side for three. Rattled in and out. Caden Helly, the offensive rebound. Put back, no good, but he's fouled by Barons. Caden Helly took the ball out of bounds and just rolled inside the left block to establish rebounding position.
Yeah, stepped right inbounds, right inside of Tate Barons there, and gets a nice strong rebound. Goes up strong. Barons tries to block it, but got a piece of the arm.
Helly into the free throw line. Free throw, it is good. Rolled over to the front of the rim. Caden Helly, one of the better free throw shooters. 78% on the season. Meyer checks out. Millard comes back into the game for the Eagles. Second free throw being eyed by Helly, trying to make it a 4-point lead, and he does. So the Eagles go up by 2 possessions at 43-39 with 4.5 left here in the fourth. McGreal, right side to Kelly. Kelly, Gabe Erickson has it in the corner, tried to go on top to Kelly, but intercepted by Ross. Ross, wraparound pass, deflected there by McGreal, and then Ross loses the basketball along the baseline. Picked up by Gabe Erickson. Erickson drives in, takes a running layup, no good, out of control. Banked it from right to left, never touched the rim. And the Warriors come up easy. It's hard to go 1-on-3 that time.
He knew there was a lot of traffic there, so he was forcing it, and didn't even catch some iron on that one.
Back out on top to Ross. Inside 4 minutes left in the fourth. Mosier on top to Millard. Left side, Ross. Top of the key to Helly. Right wing to Millard. Mosier has it at the free throw line. Swings it right side to Millard. Millard back over to Mosier. Mosier, right side, Millard. He's open. Right side. Launches a three. It's up the back of the rim. Eagles have cooled off from the outside as Barons gets the rebound middle of the lane.
Yeah, there are only 3 points here in the fourth quarter. All came at the free throw line.
McGreal back over to Kelly. Kelly left side to Lone. Lone puts it on the floor. McGreal, he's open right side for three. That shot off to the right, no good. Kelly crashes in, gets the rebound, but he's called for going over the back. So Kelly crashed in that time, got his hands on the rebound, but committed the foul. And McGreal has had some open looks here and just a little bit off the last couple of shots.
Those last couple a little off. I thought that was a great crash there by Kelly going to the rack trying to get that. That's going to be his fourth. So some foul troubles there. I think you want him on the court as much as you can right now.
And it will be Reimer with a 1-and-1 on the 8th team foul committed by Central. Reimer's free throw there is good, and it's 44-39. The Eagles in the lead. Let's update you on a boys score. MFL Marmac leads West Central at the end of one, 27-14. And North Fayette Valley now leads Southwind 42-30. Second free throw off the back of the rim. It is no good. That's after 3, by the way. NFV in the lead. So 1 of 2 by Reimer. Kelly gets the rebound. And they go to Barons at the high post and a reach-in foul from behind by Reimer. All right. So now we're in the bonus. This is the time where both teams cannot commit these silly reach-in fouls.
Yeah, they need to knock that off. And both of these teams, decent free throw shooters. Central shoots about 61% from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge shoots about 66%. So they're going to make some free throws down the stretch here.
Tate Barons has a 1-and-1. Free throw there. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Reimer gets the rebound off the right, so they miss the front end of a 1-and-1 after the Eagles had made 1 of 2 in the other end. We approach the 3-minute mark in our fourth quarter. Eagles lead by right now 5 at 44-39. Back out on top, Mosier. Mosier stops the dribble, hands it back over to Ross, left side to Caden Helly. Patience by the Eagles, and there is a kicking violation as Helly tried to go back out on top to Mosier. Ball goes to the Eagles with 14 on the shot clock.
And we have Gabe Erickson coming back into the game. Lone's going to go to the bench for the Warriors.
And both these teams have cooled down considerably in the fourth quarter. Helly, right side with a 5-point lead for the Eagles. In the lane, Mosier. Middle of the lane, takes a tough shot in traffic. Shot no good, left it off the front of the rim. Kelly gets the rebound. Nice entry pass there, but good straight-up defense by the Warriors. Right side, Kelly, top of the key, swings it over to Gabe Erickson in the right corner, and he slid his pivot foot. Yeah, he traveled with the basketball. Yeah, and it happened right in front of Coach Stramer. He's questioning it there, but it looked to me like he slid his pivot foot.
Well, and it was hard to tell if he lifted it or drug it, but he really, really had to hold on to that. Official said didn't hold on to it. That's a travel.
And again, the Warriors come up empty, down by 5. In the lane, Millard reach in foul by Caden Erickson from behind. So the score was 40-39 as we started the fourth quarter. And right now, Central has not scored 5.5 minutes plus in this fourth quarter.
But they're in this ball game. They're within 2 possessions. So we're going to shoot 1-and-1 here with Millard.
The Eagles have scored all of 4 points this quarter. So this is the 9th team foul. Millard's free throw, it is good. Millard from the free throw line this year, 6 of 9. Hasn't been there a lot, but again, now a 70% shooter as he has made the first one and will get the second one. It is a 6-point lead for Clayton Ridge. 2:25 to go here in our fourth quarter. Second free throw being eyed by Millard. And the second free throw there rolls off the side of the rim. It is no good. Missed it. And the rebound pulled down there by Erickson. Gabe Erickson, the rebound for the Warriors. McGreal back out on top to Kelly. Where does Central get scoring from? And as Kelly drives in the lane, a reach-in foul. He was going to go in for a layup. But the Eagles commit a reach-in foul, and that puts Central to the free throw line. A chance to score without the clock moving. 4th foul on Reimer.
Well, it turned out to be a pretty good foul because Elliott Kelly had a wide open lane. He finished at the rack, but they say he was fouled farther up the lane before all this happened. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 here.
So again, Kelly, front end of the 1-and-1. Free throw on its way. It is no good. They've missed front ends of 1-and-1s 2 in a row. And the rebound by Caden Helly. Warriors continue to be on a goose egg here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Back out on top, Ross. Ross right side to Millard. Millard over to Mosier. Millard goes baseline to Reimer. Reimer trying to back his way down, hands it on over on top to Helly. Left side to Mosier. Drives in, takes a tough leaner, banks it long off the left side from 8 feet away. Shot no good. Kelly gets the rebound. Races into the offensive end, and a good job by the Eagles getting back. McGreal drives in. His shot no good, but fouled on the drive in. I think that's it for Keaton Reimer.
I think so. I think that was his 4th foul the last time. That's going to be 5 for Keaton.
So now you send McGreal to the free throw line. Still a 6-point lead. Again, Central has not scored. This game's so similar to the game in Guttenberg, in which it was a 1-point game. Clayton Ridge led in the end of the third quarter and then pulled away to win by 11.
They did, and Central's scoring has really dried up, so maybe a couple of free throws, seeing the ball go in will help.
This is 2 for McGreal. The free throw is good. Again, McGreal is a very good free throw shooter at 80%. Now the Eagles want a timeout. $1:44 to go here in the fourth. 45-40. Clayton Ridge in the lead. Let's take this timeout.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a deer, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Clayton Ridge leads 45-40. McGreal hits the first free throw to bring them back within 5 and gives the Warriors their first point of this quarter. But still trail by 5. Clayton Ridge has outscored them 5-1 so far in the first 6:15 of this quarter.
And every point this quarter has been a free throw thus far.
Second free throw by McGreal, rattled around, got it to stay down. 45-41, and now the Warriors extend to full court pressure. Helly, double team, gets it over to Ross in the offensive end. Back over left side to Millard. So they extended the 2-3 zone, and a good job by the Eagles readjusting. Mosier left side, shot clock's at 20. Back over to Ross, on top to Millard. 1:25 in the fourth quarter. Again, the Eagles lead by 2 possessions at 4. Helly, volleyball line, right side to Ross. May want to attack here as Mosier has it right side to Ross. Shot clock's at 5. Ross tried to dribble it through traffic. Is there a foul? I believe a reach-in foul committed by the Warriors after Ross drove into traffic and a break for the Eagles.
And that was called from across the court. That was the official away from everything. That's going to be Kelly's 5th foul.
So he will foul out of this ball game on the reach-in, and Ross goes to the free throw line, and that is the 10th team foul. So that means it's 2 on Ross. I mean, the shot clock was down inside 5.
It wasn't, and that was a terrible bailout because they had a chance there maybe to force a bad shot, get a rebound, and get a stop defensively.
And the free throw on its way by Ross. It is good, 46-41. He was driving into trouble.
Yeah, there was 3-4 guys waiting for him there, going right into the heart of this 2-3 defense, and I don't know if he was going to get a shot off or not, but he was bailed out before he even got there.
So again, Kelly calls it a night for Central, takes away a ball handler. Ross's second free throw, it is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Barons. 5-point lead as we approach 1 minute left in the fourth. Lone in the offensive end. Lone, right side to McGreal. McGreal, right side, launches up a deep 3. Got it from 22 feet away. And the Warriors take a timeout with 59 seconds to go. McGreal with a huge shot. 46-44. Timeout Warriors. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
So Clayton Ridge has led the entire second half. That was our first field goal for either team in the fourth quarter, correct?
It's been all free throws up until that shot.
But the Warriors are back within a bucket after McGreal's three-pointer. Central falls back, does not try to trap out of their 2-3 zone. Mosier in the offensive end. There's a 24-second differential in the game in shot clock. Mosier back out on top to Millard. Millard right side to Mosier. Mosier back out on top. Again, the Warriors want to try to force a stop here defensively. Give him a chance to tie, maybe win it. Mosier has it right side. The Eagles need to go into attack mode. Shot clock's at 10. They try to go to Helly in the lane, and there is a violation, a 3-second violation committed by Clayton Ridge in the lane too long.
Yeah, that was Ross who was away from the play, not involved at all. So Central's got the ball here. They could take the last shot, go for the tie, go for the win.
The shot clock is off. The Warriors still have a timeout. Let's see what they do. 25 seconds left. Lone, the young freshman, top of the key. He's going to take a three. The shot, no good. Missed it to the left. Helly got the rebound. We're down to 15 seconds to go, and Helly fouled by Lone. Well, the young freshman decided I'm open. I don't know if that's the shot they were looking for, but again, he had a good look.
He had a great look and confidence out of the freshman going, I'm going to try to knock this shot down, see what I can do. Smart enough to go make that foul. Going to put Helly at the free throw line for 2 here.
And we mentioned Caden Helly, a very good free throw shooter for Clayton Ridge on the season. Helly has 2. Free throw on its way, and it is off the back of the rim. It is no good. Helly, 44 of 56 coming into tonight at 78%. But now the best he can do is make it a 3-point lead for Clayton Ridge.
And that's life for Central here. Make or miss, they've got a chance.
Helly, a senior. The Eagles, all seniors. And the second free throw being eyed by Caden Helly. Free throw on its way. It is good. Back to form on that one. 47-44. Timeout taken here by Clayton Ridge with 14 seconds left in regulation. It is actually, I believe, Central. There's no timeout.
We just had a substitute. They forgot to hit the horn. We've got a substitute coming in. Some change of guard here for the Warriors.
And Gabe Erickson coming in, and now we're going to have a timeout. So Clayton Ridge here will now take a timeout. We'll keep it here with 14 seconds to go. Okay, so you have a 3-point lead if you're Clayton Ridge. You're not to the point where I don't think you want to foul yet here. You don't want to play that foul on one end so they don't get off a 3.
I don't think you want to do that, but if Central can break away, I think maybe then you put them on the foul line so they don't get a 3 opportunity, but you definitely don't want to foul them on that 3-point shot.
If you're inside 6 seconds, you do that. You foul. You put them on the line.
But if you're playing good defense and they're not able to get a shot off, I think you take your chances with your defense.
All right, let's talk about Central now. There's 2 guys that you are concerned about. If you're Clayton Ridge and you're Central, there's 2 guys you want to shoot this 3. Dan McGreal first and foremost, Gabe Erickson the other.
Yeah, Gabe Erickson and Sam Fraley has a chance of getting hot, so he's on the court, I believe, now because of that purpose. But I think you got to look for McGreal or you got to look for Gabe Erickson on a kick out, and maybe he can knock down a 3.
So the Eagles took that timeout, which means they're out of timeouts here. So Central actually can set things up on offense here, but Coach Spearshall wanted to make sure of what they're doing defensively.
Well, and I think they want to force them to pick it up here in the backcourt. They don't want to give them that rolling start. They want to make them use all 14 seconds.
Extend that 1-3-1, and you see Mosier in the backcourt, so that's exactly what they're going to do. Gabe Erickson will take it out of bounds. 14 seconds left in regulation. Inbounds to McGreal. We're down to 10 seconds. Lone in the offensive end. Lone at the volleyball line. Right side to Caden Erickson. Deflected out of bounds off the hands of Ross with 7 seconds to go. And the Warriors showed no signs of rushing there.
They did not. And then Clayton Ridge looked like they were going to leave Lone open, so he may be the one that gets the shot here.
Lone inbounds to McGreal. McGreal right side takes a contested 3. It's off the back of the rim. The shot is no good. Rebound to McGreal. His putback from 8 feet away. Wouldn't have made a difference. It is short, and the game comes to an end. And the Eagles, who had a 12-point lead, trimmed to 1, regroup and make enough free throws down the stretch to finish it off. Clayton Ridge bounces back from the loss to Maquoketa Valley on Monday night. They win by a final score of 47-44. With the win, the Eagles 12-5, 9-3 in the conference. Central sees their 5-game winning streak come to an end. They fall to 7-10, 4-8 in the conference. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance wants you to bundle your home and auto insurance today. So whether you're at home singing in the shower or prefer singing your heart out in the car like Drew, cruising, American Family Insurance is here to protect your dreams. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sode's Green Acre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Green Acre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
47-44, Clayton Ridge victorious over Central tonight in our boys game. Let's update you on the boys scores. Springville defeating Starmont tonight 49-44. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco at the half 42-19. North Fayette Valley leading Southwind at the half 26-17. MFL Marmac leads West Central 50-31 at the half. And Keyhigh leads Postville at the half 22-16. So hopefully we get at least a third quarter score before we're out of here tonight. Clayton Ridge wins this ball game by a final score of 47-44. Both teams have a cold fourth quarter, but the Eagles make enough free throws to put the game out of reach.
Yeah, they do. They did a nice job in that fourth quarter. 7 of 11 from the free throw line in just that fourth quarter. That was huge. Just enough to get him through and win the ball game.
Let's go to the totals now for Clayton Ridge. First off, offensively.
Yeah, offensively, we're led by Gavin Mosier. He had a dozen. Caden Helly had 11 points, 9 points for Kyler Millard. We had 7 points for Nate Meyer, 5 points for Keaton Reimer, 3 points for Kurt Ross, 47 points tonight. They shot 41% tonight, 7 of 13 behind the arc, and then 8 of 14 from the free throw line and only 13 turnovers. A clean night for Clayton Ridge.
I think the big positive for Clayton Ridge is you know what you get from Mosier and Helly. They average double figures, but Nate Meyer hit a couple of big threes in the first half, which allowed the Eagles to get the lead, and then Millard obviously hit that three right before the half.
Yeah, those were big shots, and I think that little mini run they did right before halftime really helped propel them into that second half.
Let's go to the totals for Central, and Dan McGrail leads them offensively.
He leads the way. He's got another 20 points tonight. Quietly got those, but 14 of them in that second half. 6 points for Kelly, 6 points for Gabe Erickson, 4 points for Tate Barnes, 4 points for Isaac Lone. For Caden Erickson, 2 points for Isaac Lone and 2 points for Sam Fraley, 44 points for the Warriors. Shot 33% tonight, 6 of 21 behind the arc, 7 of 12 from the free throw line for 58%, and they only had 11 turnovers.
And I think there's a stretch of where this ball game got away from Central, and that was that late run to close the first half in the ball game for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, that was just a killer for them. That kind of gave some momentum to Clayton Ridge, and Central they never really truly recovered from that.
All right, we continue our post-game show. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spearschlage. Coach, first off here tonight, making enough plays in the fourth quarter, making enough free throws to close the deal.
Yeah, I think free throws were make one, miss one, make one, miss one. But it was the defense. They had 5 in the fourth quarter, I think, and one was on a 3 with right at a minute left. So I'd say the credit goes to the defense in the fourth.
You know, the thing is, offensively, I think it was the supporting cast tonight. Kyler Millard with 9 points, Nate Meyer with 7 points, and they really got you as part of that run in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think our score was pretty spread out. I'm assuming Nate hit 2 threes. He hit 4 or 5 a week ago. Kyler hit the huge one before the buzzer. That last minute before Gavin had a steal and layup and a 3 at the buzzer. That was huge.
Yeah, that was a 7-0 run. Turned it from a 2-point lead to a 9-point lead at the half there. Let's talk about your two leaders. Gavin Mosier with 12 points. Caden Helly, 11 points for you. They had to work hard for their points tonight.
Absolutely. Alcair did a very good job defensively. I thought they did really, really well defensively, especially, we only had 17 second half points. So, but Gavin and Caden they make some plays that only show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, right. And you talk about your team defensively. That's what you guys hang your hat on here. And you mentioned you're the best when you needed to be.
Absolutely. Yep. We're good enough when we needed to. And McGreal's a tough player, without a doubt. He probably hit 5 threes, I think, maybe 6, 5. So he's tough.
Let's talk about defensively. After that timeout, when you knew they were going to take a 3 there. Again, what would you talk about with your team defensively?
So 14 seconds left. We haven't practiced following up 3 enough to trust it. So we stayed 1-3-1, but really space it, which I thought we did when we knocked the ball out of bounds. And then I'm not sure how good of it looked like a pretty good look, but it was deep. So basically we're just trying, hey, we're staying what we do best, but give up something inside the 3-point line and just don't let a 3 off. And they got one off.
All right, so what's coming up for you guys now here?
Yep, we were supposed to go to Turkey tomorrow, but Mother Nature changed the plans.
Good call.
We are, I think we have 4 games in 5 days next week. So Monona at home on Tuesday, and we'll be excited.
All right, Coach. Good luck in that ball game on Tuesday night. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spirschlag, his team victorious tonight, 47-44 in a hard-fought affair here in Elkader. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll be joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer when our postgame show continues after this.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmers.realfood.realmeat.com.
Welcome back once again to Elkader. Post-game show continues, 47-44. Clayton Ridge victorious over Central in this ball game tonight. We're joined by Warrior boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, first off here, had a couple of looks in the later stages of this ball game. Let's start with Isaac Alone in that three-pointer with a chance to try to give you the lead.
Yeah, 30 seconds or 45 seconds, whatever it was. I think they were shading toward Dan's side. Isaac came in, dribbled at him. I kept telling those top guys, dribble till they guard you. They hung off, and he shot it with confidence, I thought, which was a great look for us. I think statistically, three-point shooting-wise, he was over 40% coming in the game, so we were very pleased with that look.
All right, so obviously then you fouled, but it remained a three-point ball game. Let's talk about the last possession. What were you looking to do?
Yeah, I told Dan they'll probably try and take him out of the play, but if he can get any separation, we want it in his hands, and like you want your leader to do, he wanted the basketball, got some separation on the step back, and it was a good look. Any shot he would have taken out the three-point line, we would have been happy with.
Yeah, and then that was certainly a good look there, and obviously Dan McGrail led you offensively with 20 points in this ball game, had a great second half.
Yeah, it kind of starts with him on the offensive end. I think they came out, and I'm not even sure what defense, triangle 2 or something. They were face guarding Dan to start the game. We did a good job attacking, got him out of that early, but I knew they were going to try and zero in on him the best they could. Second quarter, he wasn't as aggressive as we needed him to be, but in the second half, he played much more aggressive, which was a big reason we came back.
Yeah, without a shot attempt in the second quarter. Offensively there, again, everybody else just kind of contributed there. Just got their share, I guess, 4 to 6 points.
Yep, balanced effort. I think we had 7 guys score, and I think I only played 7, so we're pleased with that. The 1-3-1, it's hard to draw sets and all that stuff, so you just kind of got to take what the defense gives you. Had confidence in everybody on the floor, and we got a lot of good looks.
The thing is, defensively, I think you guys had a real good game.
I told the guys that I think that was one of our better defensive performances for 4 quarters. Just scouting report, knowing where their shooters were, our rotations were crisp. They do a great job of reversing the basketball. They make us move, but for the most part, we ran them off the three-point line and didn't get hurt in the paint too bad.
Took care of the basketball for the most part. Only 11 turnovers tonight, another positive.
Absolutely. That's kind of been a trend for us, a much-needed trend these last couple weeks. I think we've been under 14 the last 6 or 7 games for us. I told them before the game it's going to be that much more important against a team that kind of relies on forcing defensive turnovers. 11's a great number, especially against that defense.
All right, what's coming up for you guys now?
We got Tuesday. We got to go to Turkey Valley. That's our last road game already. And then next Friday, I believe, we're at home against NFV.
Yep.
So tough games. Probably see another 1-3-1 up there in Turkey. They kind of handled us the first time around here. but we're a much better team than we were at that point, so we're going to look to be competitive in that game as well.
All right, we'll talk to you a week from tonight against North Fayette Valley. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Again, Warrior basketball coach Brady Stramer talking things over there about his team. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll go through the scores and wrap things up here on a cold, wintry night in Elkader. Our postgame show concludes after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
Welcome back to Elkader. Again, our final score of our boys game. It is Clayton Ridge winning 47-44. Let's go through the finals. Our girls' final tonight, Central Girls, workman-type effort, defeated Clayton Ridge tonight by a final score of 50-17. 5 games in 7 days.
Tired
for
legs.
The Warriors.
Oh, my goodness, tired legs.
But again, their defense held Clayton Ridge without a basket, without a point. In the third quarter, the Eagles did not score in the second, or actually did not have a field goal in the second or third quarter in that ball game. But defensively did a lot of good things. But Central wins that girls game tonight, 50-17. Other girls finals: Key High over Postville, 52-47. MFL Marmac defeated West Central, 60-26. North Fayette Valley over South Wind, 58-21. Maquoketa Valley defeated Edco, 55-47. And Springville over Starmont, final score there, 65-18. Let's get your thoughts on our girls game.
Well, I think you look at Central and you go, if they could do that kind of damage with their defense on tired legs, I think they're set defensively. I think offensively, just didn't have their legs under them tonight. So hopefully they get their rest when they get into that postseason, because they've got a chance to make a run. They need to keep winning, win out here, win that conference. Had a great test last night against Waukon. Clayton Ridge still searching for some things. They struggled tonight, both offensively, handling the ball, just trying to find those girls who are going to give them consistent play. I think the ball has to go inside with Deitmeyer, at least to open up those outside shots a little bit.
Too many turnovers in those for Clayton Ridge. That's what they continue to work on there. But again, this is the heart of their schedule. Man, it doesn't get any easier for them. They've got MFL Marmac, Turkey Valley coming up their next 2 ball games.
Tough road for them. They're going to have to get it figured out and do some growing up in a hurry.
All right, again, our boys scores. The only final we have tonight is Springville beat Starmont 49-44. Key High leads Postville at the half 22-16. MFL Marmac leads West Central at the half 50-31. North Fayette Valley leads South Wind at the half 26-17. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco 42-19 at the half. We do have a third quarter score here. It is Key High leading Postville 30-29 at the end of 3. So a good ball game going on there at Key High tonight. Again, the Clayton Ridge boys win 47-44. Entertaining boys game tonight.
It was a great game. I think it shows the growth that Central has, and I think the maturity that the Clayton Ridge boys have had, struggling through some shooting woes, but in that fourth quarter, can't hit any baskets, but man, you got to make free throws going down the stretch, and that was the difference in the ball game tonight. Their defense is going to continue to fuel them. Central, keep working on things. You've got a chance to surprise some people, I think, in this postseason if you can play consistently on both ends of the court.
Had a 5-game winning streak snapped. Clayton Ridge made 7 of 11 free throws in the final quarter. They didn't have a field goal, but made 7 of 11, just enough there. Both teams played really good defense tonight. As we know, that's what certainly Clayton Ridge hangs their hat on, as they win by a final score of 47-44. On Tuesday night, early start, Edco Starmont Tri-Rivers action. Chalk Talk begins at around 5:10. Girls game time at around 5:30. Boys game to follow. And then next Friday night, we close the regular season already right back here in Elkader with North Fayette Valley and Central. Should be a couple of good nights of basketball.
A couple of good nights of basketball, and that tournament trail is right around the corner. We should get some of those dates next week from the girls' side.
Yep, so we look forward to that. So again, the Central girls and Clayton Ridge boys victorious in our featured games tonight. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Zach Soto for running the studio show. Also, we want to thank as well Eva Embretson for once again running our camera tonight here in Elkader. We'll see her next Friday night. We do have a final score. South Wind rallies in the fourth quarter and beats North Fayette Valley. Final score there, 54-49. They trailed by 12 starting the quarter. South Wind outscores NFV 24-7 in the fourth quarter to win.
Big comeback. That's a big ball game up there between those two.
And at the end of 3, Maquoketa Valley leads Edco 60-24. Mac Valley is on their way. Again, we'll have those scores updated you on our website, kctn.com. Again, for a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlight scores and more, go to kctn.com, click in the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer no matter where you're